Georgia's interests include worshiping the Lord, spending time with family and friends, lounging by the pool, traveling and spending time at her family's farms. She enjoys decorating, shopping, and baking with her mom, as well as duck hunting and riding dirt bikes with her dad. Georgia feels thankful and blessed to live in a country where she is free to stand for the flag and kneel for the cross. After graduation, she plans on attending a Christian college and getting a degree in business. She wants to own her own business and let the Lord guide her on whatever path He has planned for her. Georgia is being escorted tonight by her father, Mitch Patton. Ladies and gentlemen, Miss Georgia Patton. Our next sophomore representative is Miss Lindley Jones. Lindley is the daughter of Ian Jones and Melissa Henderson. She's a member of the UCHS track and field team, Beta Club, UCHS STEM program, Interact Club, TSA Book Club, and Student Council. Her interests include theater, ballet, lyrical, and contemporary dance at the Blairsville Dance Project, reading and listening to Taylor Swift and Conan Gray, learning foreign languages, watching Marvel movies, watching musicals, comedy specials, and true crime documentaries, and learning about space. Lindley holds the school record for the 300-meter hurdles. After graduation, she plans on attending MIT or get a scholarship to Columbia or Harvard to pursue a STEM career. Lindley is being escorted tonight by her father, Ian Jones. Ladies and gentlemen, Miss Lindley Jones. Our final sophomore representative is Miss Katie Byers. Katie is the daughter of David and Janice Byers. Katie is a STEM student at UCHS, ranked top 10 in her class. She's a member of HOSA, Beta, and FCA. She plays basketball and softball, runs track, holding the school record in the 4x1 relay with 3 other girls. She's a member of First Free Will Baptist Church in the Shout Youth Group. Katie's interests include riding jet skis, chasing sunsets, getting coffee with Emily, and traveling with her family, especially to the beach. She enjoys photography with her mom, jamming to music in the car with her big sister, and doing softball things with her dad. After graduation, Katie plans on attending college where she can continue to using the talent God gave her to play softball while working on her college goal of becoming a physical therapist. After college, she plans on moving to wherever her sister is and living next to her. Katie is being escorted tonight by her father, David Byers. Ladies and gentlemen, Miss Katie Byers. The sophomore representatives are Miss Georgia Patton, Miss Lindley Jones, and Miss Katie Byers. Next, we have our junior representatives. Our first junior representative is Miss Caroline Carms. Caroline is the daughter of Jason and Susan Carms. Caroline is a member of the Beta Club, Spanish Club, UCHS STEM program, Student Leadership Council, and the Musical Theater program. Her interests include playing softball and singing at Antioch Baptist Church. After graduation, Caroline plans on attending Truett McConnell University to pursue a degree in occupational therapy. She would like to thank her family, friends, and God for everything that they do for her. Caroline is being escorted tonight by her father, Jason Carms. Ladies and gentlemen, Miss Caroline Carms. Our next junior representative is Miss Chloe Potts. Chloe is the daughter of Keith and Casey Potts. Chloe is a member of the UCHS varsity softball team, SADD Club, and has been a buddy at the Tim Tebow Night to Shine prom for the last 2 years. Her interests include spending time with her family and friends. When she's not on the softball field, she is on the lake, the farm, or on a random adventure with her friends. After graduation, Chloe plans on attending college and getting her esthetician license. She plans to continue to follow the Lord's will for her life and follow Him where.
Very excited for this opportunity
tonight by her father, Keith Potts. Ladies and gentlemen, Miss Chloe Potts. Our next junior representative is Miss Lexi Starling. Lexi is the daughter of Alex and Kim Starling. She's a member of the UCHS varsity cheer team, student council, and the musical theater program. Lexi's interests include rewatching Marvel movies with her dad and hanging out with her best friends Bailey and Grace. After graduation, she plans on attending the University of North Georgia to major in criminal justice studies. Lexi plans on becoming a criminal investigator. Lexi is being escorted tonight by her father, Alex Starling. Ladies and gentlemen, Miss Lexi Starling. Our final junior representative is Miss Sophie Truex. Sophie is the daughter of Chuck Truex and Lisa Truex. She's involved in her school's DECA Club, Panther Page Turner's Book Club, Student Leadership Council, and the UCHS yearbook staff. Sophie's interests include watching Scooby-Doo movies and screaming songs in the car with her best friends Eloise and Brady. After graduation, she plans on attending the College of Charleston, and as if 17 years of school isn't enough, she wishes to receive her master's degree and live a full life of adventures. Sophie is being escorted tonight by her father, Chuck Truex. Ladies and gentlemen, Miss Sophie Truex. The junior representatives are Miss Caroline Carms, Miss Chloe Potts, Miss Lexi Starling, and Miss Sophie Truex. Now for our senior representatives. Our first representative is Miss Adelie Burnett. Adelie is the daughter of George and Gina Burnett. She's a member of the UCHS Beta Club, Spanish Club, and her travel softball team. Adelie has played basketball for UCHS for 1 year and softball for 3 years. She has practiced in FAC and Special Olympics. Adelie is in the UCHS Honors and Dual Enrollment Program. After graduation, she plans to attend Augusta University and graduate with a bachelor's degree in nursing and eventually work in the neonatal intensive care unit. Marry the love of her life and start a family. Most importantly, she would like to thank God for his abundance, grace, and blessings, as well as her friends and family for always being there for her. She would also like to thank her grandparents for their never-ending love and support. And finally, she would like to thank her classmates for allowing her to represent the class of 2022. Adelie is being escorted tonight by her father, George Burnett, and her godfather, Rich Banton. Ladies and gentlemen, Miss Adelie Burnett. Our next senior representative is Miss Nya Cobb. Nya is the daughter of Marcus Cobb and Emily Cobb. She's a member of the UCHS Beta Club, Student Leadership Council, the UCHS Varsity Basketball Cheer Team, the Musical Theater Program, and has been a manager for the UCHS football team for the last 4 years. Nya's interests include singing, playing the guitar, riding with the windows down, and watching trashy reality TV with her mom. After graduation, Nya plans on attending Appalachian State University, where she will pursue a degree in communications and public relations. She hopes to become a public specialist. Nya is being escorted tonight by her brothers Nathan and Graydon Cobb. Ladies and gentlemen, Miss Nya Cobb. Our next senior representative is Miss Savannah Evans. Savannah is the daughter of Robert and Patricia Evans. She is a member of the UCHS Beta Club, TSA, and the Student Leadership Council. She has been a member of the UCHS varsity cheer team for 4 years and has played varsity soccer for 3 years. Savannah has also been a buddy at the Tim Tebow Night to Shine prom for 3 years. Her interests include singing in her church youth band and spending time with her friends and family. Her favorite days are spent hiking or out on the lake. After graduation, Savannah plans to get her BSN in nursing and eventually become a parental nurse practitioner. She would love to travel around the world before eventually settling down. She knows that God will be by her side the whole way, and his will for her life will be done. Savannah is being escorted tonight by her father, Robert Evans. Ladies and gentlemen, Miss Savannah Evans. Our next senior representative is Miss Nya McCombs. Nya is the daughter of Howard McCombs and Donna Collins. Nya is a member of the UCHS Spanish Club, Beta Club, TSA, DECA, the UCHS STEM Program, Student Leadership Council, UCHS Track and Field Team, varsity cheerleading, and competition cheer. Her interests include spending time with her friends and family. Nya also really enjoys her almost daily trips to Chick-fil-A, shopping, going to the beach, and cheering on the dogs. After graduation, she plans on attending a 4-year university where she will then work toward becoming a physician's assistant. Nya hopes to one day be blessed with a family of her own and continue to follow God's path. Nya is being escorted tonight by her father, Howard McCombs. Ladies and gentlemen, Miss Nya McCombs. Our final senior representative is Miss Tori Tracy. Tori is the daughter of Tim and Becky Tracy. She has lettered in softball for 4 years and basketball cheer for 2 years. Tori is a member of TSA, the UCHS STEM Program, Student Leadership Council, and has served as a Special Olympics volunteer. She has been a buddy for the Tim Tebow Night to Shine prom program, a member of the First Baptist Church Youth Group, FAC, the Musical Theater Program, and Bless Blairsville. Tori's interests include playing softball, watching Gator football, go Gators, being outside, hanging out with her friends, and laughing until her stomach hurts. After graduation, she plans on attending a 4-year college to obtain her degree in biology and later pursue a career in the medical field. Tori wants to marry the love of her life, have lots of dogs, and live happily ever after. Tori is being escorted tonight by her father, Tim Tracy. Ladies and gentlemen, Miss Tori Tracy. Our senior representatives are Miss Adelie Burnett, Miss Nya Cobb, Miss Savannah Evans, Miss McCombs, and Miss Tori Tracy. Lastly, let's welcome the 2020 homecoming queen, Miss Katie Baumeister, who is being escorted tonight by her father, Kurt Baumeister. Tonight, Katie will be crowning the 2021 homecoming queen. Tonight's flowers will be presented by senior cheerleaders Jaden Anderson and Captain Emily Poland. Our cheerleaders are being assisted tonight by some very special guests. Jaden is being escorted by Mr. Sam Mitchell, Miss Charlie Avery, and Mr. Carson Moore. Emily is being escorted by Mr. Corbin Anderson, Miss Paisley Sandler, and Miss Ruby Dyer. As we await the crowning of the Queen, let's congratulate our class runner-ups. Our class of 2025 freshman runner-up is Miss Abigail Picklesheimer. Congratulations, Abigail. Our class of 2024 sophomore runner-up is Miss Katie Byers. Congratulations, Katie. Our class of 2023 junior runner-up is Miss Chloe Potts. Congratulations, Chloe. Now for the moment we've all been waiting for. Our second runner-up tonight is Miss Nya Cobb. Nathan and Graydon will please escort Nya to the center of the field. Congratulations, Nya. Our first runner-up tonight is Miss Tori Tracy. Mr. Tracy, will you please escort Tori to the center of the field? Congratulations, Tori. Ladies and gentlemen, who will be our Union County High School 2021 homecoming queen? Mr. McCombs, would you please escort Mia to the center of the field? Miss Katie Baumeister will crown Mia McCombs as the 2021 homecoming queen. Congratulations, Mia. Ladies and gentlemen, let's give a final round of applause to our 2021 homecoming court. Congratulations to each and every one of you. Thank you, and please exit the field towards the home field house.
.1 FM each and every Friday night at the 50-yard line as we get set for our 6th ball game of the year. We're currently 1-4 overall. We picked up the one game that mattered the most. That was a win last week against region team Riverside Military Academy. And Jeff, you got to speak with Coach Michael Perry. Obviously, I think his energy is there. We talked about it last week. Even when they were down 0-4 on the year, Michael Perry still believed in this program, believed in his guys, and knew that it was going to be a next man up mentality. When his guys were ready, they would step up and ring that bell, such as Caden Tanner.
He's an even-keeled cat, Michael Perry. He really is. Doesn't get too down, doesn't get too up. I enjoyed the fact that he wanted to hear a song called Indian Reservation by Tyler Feathers.
Yeah.
That was his tradition
There you go.
after he wins a game. So that was a piece of information that I was not expecting. But he was excited to get his first win, and that will be one of many wins that Michael Perry is going to get for this program.
Yeah, again, the tradition here over the past couple of years, Feathered Indians, I guess was the song.
Feathered Indian, I'm sorry.
There we go.
I butchered that one badly.
No, you're good. And obviously Wagon Wheel is a big-time song that Union County's played in the locker room. I guess we'll sit here. Should we sit here for this national anthem, or we take a quick time out, Jeff?
No, this is where you kick it to the player interviews.
All right, let's go ahead and tune into those player interviews that I got yesterday at practice with Trace Wright, the wide receiver, defensive back, and Union County Panther quarterback, Logan Helcher. Chris Mathis alongside Panther defensive back Trace Wright following a big-time win on Friday night, 48-14 the final score. Talk about how great that was for you guys to pick up the first win of your senior year under first-year head coach Michael Perry.
You know, it's awesome just coming out here senior year and locking in a playoff spot. So that locks us in for playoffs. So we got to go this week and see if we can get a better seed for an better opportunity for us in the playoffs or with a worse seed. So.
With Riverside, you guys played very well. There was just a situation in which you guys gave up 14 there late in the first half. Talk about your takeaways from your defensive performance as a team, as a unit, in Friday's win.
A lot more energy. You know, once you get the momentum, it just keeps going, a snowball effect. But, like, before half, when they scored those points on us, you know, we were down pretty low, and then we started it back up going again after the half. So just keeping that momentum going is a big thing, and just getting takeaways and just big turnovers is a big thing.
Obviously, Gage had an interception there, first drive of that second half. How big was that for your defense, and how cool was that to see a guy that worked so hard get rewarded with an interception?
Oh, yeah, that was huge. That was a big momentum change, so we just got to let them know that they're not in it anymore. We got to destroy their morales, and Gage did a great job right there by taking the ball away from them.
And on air Friday night, I mentioned that you had a shot to pick off 6 passes. Talking here off air, you said it was more like 2 that were for sure potential interceptions. Talk about what's going through your head. Is that a situation where you're kind of overthinking it, or what was the deal there? Was it just hard to get your hand on the ball, full around the ball, or what was kind of your takeaway there?
Well, most of them were out of reach, but there were definitely a few that I could have got to, and I just played it wrong, confidence level. You know, it's just the confidence of this ball is mine when it's in the air, and sometimes, I just didn't do that. I was overthinking it. I was thinking about running it back and just everything going through my mind at once. So I just got to calm down and just play football.
You guys take on Banks County here at home. Big-time game for you guys. This would be huge in terms of region standings. What's kind of the game plan heading into this game with you playing offense and defense?
Just the same thing. Everyone's going to play with everything we got, and it's just going to be the effort thing. And practice this week has been great, and you know, Coach Perry likes to air it out, so I'm pretty sure that'll be it, even with the wet conditions.
And you're also going to be playing some receiver, too, on Friday night. How has that transition been for you in regards from, you know, swapping over from safety to wide receiver as well?
I mean, in the spring and in the summer, I was at those 7-on-7 camps playing offense, so I've been playing with Logan for so many years, catching the ball sometimes. I've been mainly defense my whole life, but, I mean, I'm kind of already used to it. I know everyone on offense. I mean, I'm kind of comfortable with it. So it's just getting those new plays down, and that's about it.
Chris Mathis alongside quarterback Logan Helcher of the Union County Panthers. You guys had a big win. Just spoke with Trace Wright. But talk about the offensive performance on Friday night in that win over Riverside.
I mean, I felt like we started out opening the drive, moving the ball, and whenever we started scoring, I mean, it helped out our offense and just kept momentum going, like Trace was saying, and as soon as defense would get a stop or get us the ball back, we'd drive back down and score. And, I mean, it was just a great game offensively for us.
Obviously, the up-tempo offense is working for you guys. 2 weeks where the offense has played very well. How has that adjustment been for you, having to get to the line and seeing your guys line up? And the officials are having a tough time keeping up with you guys as well.
Yeah, I mean, it's a great strategy for us offensively. I know my guys can all get down and get set and get the play in to where we're pushing the opponent to push their defense to where we're rushing them and they get out of alignment or don't get in the right zones. So, I mean, it helps us tremendously.
I spoke with Coach Perry following the win on Friday night, in which you had a 54-yard touchdown on a quarterback draw. Supposed to be a field goal type situation. Talk about what you saw. What's going through your mind? Obviously, I'm sure that you had the play clock, in regards to, hey, I need to get out of bounds or take a timeout, or hey, can I take this all the way?
Yeah, my intentions were to at least get 10 yards and get down, but I just saw grass to my left and took off, and blocks were there, and it helped us out. And I mean, we got all the way in there, and I mean, it helped us out going into half. So,
again, probably the best performance for you guys on offense. Talk about how this offense continues to get better in practice.
I mean, we do a bunch of different offensive stuff throughout practices, and I mean, that's something we work on up front, run game, and then airing it out. We throw a bunch of balls during practice, and I mean, we're all comfortable. So I feel like we're ready for this week, and we've had a great week of practice. So.
What do the Banks County Leopards present to you guys on defense? What do you need to key in on, and what are some things that you guys need to avoid on Friday night?
I feel like we can do what we've been doing every week, throwing the ball some, run the ball some, just mix it up, don't give anything away, and play quick most of all. I mean, if we play fast, they have a bunch of guys playing both ways, so I feel like if we play fast, we tire them out. And
Panther fans, welcome back into News Talk 95.1 for tonight's football game between the visiting Banks County Leopards and your Union County Panther football program. We're looking to make it 2 straight tonight, as I'm joined alongside Jeff Patton, station owner for tonight's ball game. The captains now meet up at center of the field at the UC logo for Banks County. Number 1, Bryson Cheek. Number 9, Lucas Marlowe. Number 10, Cade Herron. And 76, Jordan Johnson. Of course, for Union County, we have the seniors. Number 2, Trace Wright, who's stepping up and having to play some receiver tonight as well, with the absence of Keaton Chitwood at wide receiver. Logan Helcher playing quarterback, wears number 8. And Eli Pugh, number 10, the defensive back and special teamer, also out there as well. And last week, we were able to receive the opening coin toss and score a touchdown right away, Jeff, and that was kind of the story, just touchdown after touchdown after touchdown for our Panther offense last week against Riverside.
We got up 20-0, Chris, and then almost gave it right back. It was something that you don't see in a high school football game. We got the ball back with about 1:40 in the first half, and your comment was, let's sit on it. And I'm like, no, let's go for it. Well, sure enough, we throw an interception within 15 or 20 seconds, and then we somehow get the ball back and score the touchdown, which we were talking about earlier. Michael Perry, you heard that in the interview, was laughing. He wanted Logan to get down or get out of bounds so that they could kick the field goal, and Logan ended up being the wiser of the two going into the end zone. How he got past that kid at the 2-yard line, I mean, that was just sheer guts right there, and talent to be able to get past that Riverside military kid who was right there square up with him at about the 2-yard line. But Logan broke him down and went right on in.
Yeah, no doubt. Back here to this game, Banks County will receive the opening kickoff. So hopefully the Panther defense can come out here and be an anchor and get a big stop on the opening drive here in week number 6. Or game number 6, week number 7. Again, last week the Panthers win 48-14 at Riverside. And look at this team that we're playing tonight, Banks County. They got shut out 56-0 against Haralson County. They've struggled to score, averaging just over 5 points per ball game. One of their games was their best game. It was 16 points. And I believe that was week 3 for their Banks County Leopards. So this is a big-time matchup for Union County. If we squeak out of here with our second region victory and just the second region game of the year, that would be huge. But again, Union County coming off of a win last week. Hopefully that will carry over some momentum from last Friday night back here on homecoming. In fact, I want to shout out our homecoming queen for 2021, Nya McCombs. Second place runner-up was Tori Tracy, and second runner-up first runner-up Tori Tracy, second runner-up Nya Cobb. So congratulations to all three of those young ladies on a pretty awesome accomplishment here at Mike Caldwell Memorial Stadium. The Panthers come out through their banner. They've got the UCHS flags and then the Panther logo on that 5th and final flag here as they run over to the sidelines. Panther energy is back. Panthers have filled out the crowd here tonight. Good time showing here from your Panther football team and their fans as we look to pick up our second region game, second straight game, Jeff. Here in front of the home team crowd would be our first home victory of the year and first home victory for Michael Perry as a Panther football head coach. It helps to be home. It doesn't matter if it's NHL, Super Bowl, or high school football. It helps to be at home. The one thing, and I do believe in comparison games, is that they played Fannin about as successfully as we played Fannin. Yeah, no doubt. The fact that we don't have Keaton Shitwood tonight, and that means that's maybe a touchdown or two that we don't get that we might have gotten otherwise. I think this game really, as we start off, Chris, could be called a pick-em. Yeah, no doubt, Jeff. Again, Keaton Shitwood unable to play tonight. Trace Wright playing defensive back. He plays safety and also playing that Z wide receiver as well. They expect big things from Griffin Young. Inside receiver wears number 6. And, of course, Jensen Goebel, you talked about in the pregame. He looked like he was going to take part and join some band there. He is ready to become a Doobie Brother with that haircut. I mean, he is ready to take over and become the bass player for one of the great 70s bands. I love his headshot in the program. He's a good football player, too. And here comes opening kickoff as Kyler Robbins will boot this thing away from the 40-yard line. And here we go. It's a beautiful kickoff right here on 95.1. It's returned at the 1-yard line by their kickoff returner wearing number 14, who's hit up near the 24-yard line and carries his way across the 26 to the 27. Goes Andrew Shockley, a guy that Michael Perry mentioned in your pregame interview, said that he's a pretty good player there for Banks County. It's going to be the linebacker play again. You know, on any good football team, the linebacker is going to make most of the tackles, and that's what happened so far with Wilson and, you know, the other fine linebackers that we have. Yeah, no doubt. I think one of those guys, Gage Barnes, number 35, had an interception last week. He's not playing tonight, so we're going to have to rely on it. And I can't remember who they said is going to fill his position tonight, but we need somebody to step up there at that outside linebacker position. Here come the Leopards. First down and 10 from their own 26-yard line. Two backfield set now for the quarterback. Give to number 14 again, who's working that inside zone stretch. He breaks through one tackle across the 30 up to the 33-yard line. Goes to Andrew Shockley, and he seems to be their lead back. I know 3 or 4 weeks ago against Fannin, they lost their starting running back with a broken leg, pretty vicious hit. And obviously Andrew stepping up at that starting running back position, picks up 8 yards on the first play of the game. Looking at 2nd down and 2 now for the Leopards from their own 34-yard line. Moving right to left on your radio dial are the Leopards, dressed in all white with blue helmets. Panthers dressed in that gradient gray and white helmets with the UC logo slapped on the side. Quarterback gives it to the up back wearing 28. Wally works to the outside, gets up across the 40-yard line. He's got a Leopards first down at the 41-yard line. Trace Wright making the tackle there for Union County. Quarterback wears number 2. That's Bowen Roberts, a guy that we did not have to play last year due to an injury, but they were really high on him in scouting, and the Panther defense really wanted to watch out for him. He's back here tonight. He's healthy. Suffered an injury early last year, and playing quarterback there for Banks County wearing number 2 is Bowen Roberts. 1st and 10 now for the Leopards from their own 41-yard line. 1:05 into this opening quarter in week number 6 of Panther football on News Talk 95.1. Roberts takes the snap. He's going to keep it himself, try to get away from Wilson Walker, who reads that outside read perfectly and drags him down for a loss of 3. Wilson Walker rings the bell there for that Panther defense wearing number 7. He had a couple of big hits last week too.
Walker almost made that same play 2 plays ago, and the guy slipped out of his grasp. That time, he wasn't going to let him get by.
So far tonight for Banks County, we have to worry about number 2, Roberts, the quarterback, 14, Shockley, the tailback, and the other running back, Wally, who wears number 28. So now that brings up 2nd down and 13 for Banks County from their own 38-yard line. The snap, Roberts running a boot route, looking to the left, fires it to the far sideline, across his body goes Roberts, incomplete, intended for his outside receiver wearing number 3, Griffith. Great coverage there by the DB number 10, Eli Pugh for Union County. Brings up 3rd down and 13. Panther defense bent the first couple of plays. They have not broken, and they've really stood tall here on this opening drive.
Eli Pugh, good man-to-man defense there. He didn't bite on a little fake and was there to make sure that the receiver didn't bring that one in, Chris.
Again, Banks County has it 3rd down and 13. Panther defense and the Panther fans need some noise here in Union County as we look to make this big opening drive stop on just the 5th play of the opening drive. Here come Banks County, 3rd and 13. Shotgun for Roberts. And the gun takes the snap, going to give it to his tailback. That's Shockley working the outside, upfield, outside the numbers to the 45-47, up to the 50-yard line. He's close to the 1st down marker.
He's going to be short by about a yard, Chris.
He is, and he was chased out of bounds by Sam Page, number 14. And I believe that's 35, Gage Barnes, who was not going to play tonight. He is playing tonight. I was told by Michael Perry pregame about 3 o'clock that Gage Barnes was not playing. He is out there wearing number 35, and he made the tackle there, assisted by Sam Page too. 4th down and 4 now for Banks County from their own 48. And they're going to go for it. Obviously, I would too. I mean, you're close enough to midfield. Not much to lose. There is something to gain here. 4th down and 4 for that Leopard offense. Make it 4th down and 3 from their own 48-yard line. Panther fans, make some noise wherever you are as you tune in to News Talk 95.1. And they are going to punt it. The snap, Roberts with a punt. High hang time there for Bowen Roberts, the quarterback. Bounces at the 24-yard line, rolls inside the 20, and goes the other way to the 21-yard line. And that's where the ball is down. Union County takes over 1st and 10 from our own 21-yard line. Great stop there on the opening drive, Jeff.
It was, and Walker making the big play with a takedown on 2nd down to put them in a tough spot. The linebackers continue to be the glue of this Panther defense. In years past, it's been our DBs and sometimes our line. This year, it's clearly the middle level.
Yeah, again, we're talking about guys like Gage Barnes, number 35, David Heredia, number 40, and number 7, Wilson Walker. Now 1st and 10 now for your Panthers. They're going to say from their own 22-yard line, according to the chain gang, but ball spotted at the 21. Here comes Logan Helcher, senior quarterback, awaiting the snap in the gun. Takes the snap, looking right, going to draw it himself, try to take off with it, breaks through 1 tackle, gets to the 23-yard line, goes Logan Helcher, and picks up a yard, maybe 2. There's a late flag thrown in near the 30-yard line, make it the 29-yard line. Flag is down on the field.
Could be a face mask as they brought him down.
Yeah, no doubt. He ran into his own lineman, tried to spin off some initial contact by a Leopard defender, and was eventually brought down pretty quickly. We await the call now at Mike Caldwell Memorial Stadium.
Just a personal foul against Banks.
That's big.
Sorry.
Personal foul there against Banks County and their defense.
Might have been a late hit. Flags came in awfully late, as if maybe somebody kneed him in the head as he was going down.
Yeah, I think you're right, Jeff. I kind of saw the same thing, but I did not think they would call it. And like you said, we waited 4 or 5 seconds after the play before the Laundry was tossed out onto the field.
Union has done a really nice job of keeping the penalty yards low for the last couple of games. They have played disciplined football.
Yeah, no doubt, especially with a very young offensive line. I believe 3 sophomore starting offensive linemen. Here's the snap. Helcher looks to his right, finds Griffin Young at the 40-yard line. He's hit hard at the 41-yard line, picks up 2 yards. Tackle made there by number 23, Ashton Camp. Second down and 8 now for your Panthers. We have the ball at our own 41-yard line. Trace Wright playing wide receiver in the absence of Keaton Chitwood, and Eli Pugh makes his way out onto the field as well. We're going to run a trips right now. Trace Wright, Eli Pugh, 2 DBs playing wide receiver here for Union County. We do have a running back in the backfield. Sidecar to Helcher's right is Caden Tanner. Awaiting the snap in the gun, Helcher takes the snap, plenty of time, loads a quick pass. Trace Wright makes the catch at the 41-yard line. Up to the 45 goes Trace Wright. Up to the 48, 49-yard line. Trace Wright with a big play on offense for Union County makes his first ever varsity reception here in his senior year. Picks up 8.
And you know who he will give credit to tomorrow is Eli Pugh, who really blocked his guy nicely and gave Trace the lane to run through for that first down.
3rd down and inches for your Panther offense from our own 49-yard line. Is close to a first down marker. Logan Helcher says it's a first down. We'll see if these officials agree with Logan on the placement of the ball following the reception by Trace Wright. And it's a Panther first down. First down and 10 now according to the head official in the white cap. They'll move the chain gang slowly but surely. And when I say slowly but surely, really, I mean, I had issues with the chain gang last week, Jeff. You called me out on it. A little slow here tonight.
It's week 7, fellas. Let's pick it up.
First down and 10 now, Panther fans, from our own 49. Panthers, naked backfield for Logan Helcher. Shotgun, takes the snap, looks right, fires it right to Eli Pugh at the 46-yard line. Hit immediately, but he picks up 4 yards. Eli Pugh is tackled by the defensive back, Cade Herron. And I actually get to work with his mom. His mom's the varsity volleyball head coach at Habersham Central on my show in Clarksville.
How about that, Chris?
Yeah, small world. She texted me before the game. Pretty small world. Again, here is a gain of 6 there for Eli Pugh, the receiver, wearing number 10. The snap. Helcher looks to his right, looking down the field, takes a shot. Trace Wright just out of the grasp of that senior wide receiver, Trace Wright, who wears number 2. And I like the shot. Obviously, Trace not a typical wide receiver. They take a shot immediately.
And he's not 6'3" with arms hanging below his waist the way that Keaton is. But that's the personnel we've got tonight, and they will have to adjust.
And I think that there's one thing that you can rely on with Trace, obviously, aside from his talent, his ability to play hard. He never gives up. And we're going to take a 60-second timeout. This timeout brought to you by Sunrise Grocery. We're back in 60 on 95.1.
Broadcasts of Union County Panther football brought to you by Nelson Tractor Company of Blairsville. Nelson Tractor Company has been providing value to our customers for over 60 years. For over 30 years, Carter Insurance and Investments has provided the Union County area with quality and competitive products for life, health, and disability insurance, as well as Medicare supplements. As an investment advisor representative, Carter Insurance and Investments can help you build an investment plan that's best for your financial situation. To learn more, stop by and meet our friendly staff. We're located on Young Harris Street across from the post office in Blairsville. Broadcasts of Union County Panther football brought to you by Bitter Creek Market and Deli, providing the best quality of meats in the area. Located between Young Harris and Blairsville. Broadcasts of Union County Panther football brought to you by Union County Farm Bureau, proud sponsor of Union County football and the Georgia High School Association.
Back here from the commercial break on News Talk 95.1. Chris Mathis alongside Jeff Patton. Of course, our title sponsor, Union General Hospital. There's a flag down at the 47-yard line. Quick pass to the tailback wearing 17. Caden Tanner, again, that first time out of the first quarter, brought to you by Sunrise Grocery. Jason Clemens and the crew there at 4568 Gainesville Highway. Awesome store, great photography, great goods as well. Go check them out there on Gainesville Highway. And we have an illegal man downfield penalty against Union County, as we had a guy drift too far down the field, and he was ineligible to be a receiver. 7:46 left here in the opening quarter. Still scoreless. Panthers have moved the ball pretty well. Panther defense looked very good there on the opening drive there by that Leopards offense. Union working right to left, and one thing that we've worked on the last 3 weeks is the up-tempo offense. Obviously, with the stoppage in play, you're not able to run that up-tempo offense. Here comes 3rd down and 10. Panthers have it at their own 49. Helcher dropping back, fires it across the middle. Eli Pugh is hit hard, incomplete, thank goodness, and a flag comes in. Flag is thrown. Eli Pugh slow to get up, and that's going to be targeting potentially as Eli got hit high. He's gingerly walking it off, and a flag came in immediately where that hit was made.
Eli's been popped twice tonight. He's had a heck of a first 5 minutes.
And they wave off the flag. No flag here. Eli Pugh having to fill in as that security blanket here, Jeff, tonight at wide receiver, and he's a little bit banged up after 2 plays. He comes back out onto the field ready to go, and that's just that senioritis in him as he wears number 10. We call on the punt team. 4th down and 10 from our own 49, and here comes Kyler Robbins. Star-studded senior punter, kicker. He waits for the snap at the 36-yard line. Banks County has 2 return men back. Far side being Andrew Shockley, number 14. Near side is number 28, Wally. Here's a snap, the punt. And it's going to bounce at the 17-yard line and roll inside the 15, down to the 12, make it the 13-yard line. That's where Banks County will have the ball 1st and 10. Great punt there, a lot of hang time from our senior punter wearing number 82, Kyler Robbins, who just got a fresh new pair of cleats yesterday at practice and said, these are good from 60 yards out. We'll see if you can put that to the test, either tonight or at some point this season.
Seeing is believing, Kyler, but I'd love to see it.
1st down and 10 now for Banks County. They have the ball 2nd time tonight. First time they stalled out after 2 great rushing plays in the first 2 plays of the drive. Panther defense looked good. Gage Barnes is playing at linebacker wearing number 35. That was a question coming into this ball game. He wasn't supposed to play. I guess he cleared and was good to go. Here comes 1st down and 10 now for Banks County from their own 14. The snap worked the right side. Banks County up across the 15, up to the 17-yard line. Hit by Godinez as well as Elijah Helton and Trace Wright. Gain of 4. 2nd down and 6 now for Banks County from their own 18.
It's awfully early to be talking about this, but there are a lot of guys playing both ways that we're going to need a full tank of gas on in the 3rd and the 4th quarter, and I hope they have it.
Yeah, we've already seen a couple of guys, or one guy get a little bit shaken up, and he's playing both ways. That's Eli Pugh. He's up and he's at him. He's playing on secondary there. He's playing some DB, and he's good to go. 2nd down and I guess 6 from their own 18-yard line come the Banks County Leopards. The snap, give it to the tailback, runs into his own lineman, gets across the 25-yard line. He's hit hard, and that's Kellen Wally with the carry up to the 25-yard line. He's got a Leopards 1st down.
I think Trace Wright came in like Lawrence Taylor. Hit him high and stood him right up. I think that was Trace, little old Trace making that play.
Yeah, that was number 2, the safety creeping down in the box, making a big-time hit. He's the guy that's playing both sides of the ball. He's playing that Z wide receiver spot tonight for our Panther football team as we try to make it 2 straight victories here against Banks County, obviously with last week's win against Riverside. 1st and 10 now for the Leopards from their own 25. They're a little bit slower tempo up the line of scrimmage. They like to take their time. Bowen Roberts takes the snap. Give it to the tailback once again. That's Kellen Wally, who picks up 2 yards. Hit by Elijah Haynes there for Union County. Big old junior wears number 53.
Yeah, Elijah hopped up pretty fast right there for a big guy. He was fired up.
Yeah, he did, and he's a guy that's going to bring a lot of energy out there, try to keep his guys in this ball game no matter what the score. Very energetic guy in practice. And one of those guys that really gets the team morale going as they pick up 2 yards. I'm talking about the Leopard offense. 2nd down and 8 now for Banks County from their 27-yard line. 5:22 left in the opening quarter, still scoreless at Mike Caldwell Memorial Stadium. Here's the snap. Give it to Andrew Shockley, working that outside zone handoff across the 30, running along the numbers, outside the numbers to the 35-yard line. Chased out of bounds there by a few DBs. Eli Pugh, Elijah Helton, the linebacker, Gage Barnes there to chase him out of bounds as well. And I think he's got a Banks County 1st down. He might be just shy. It is a 1st down. 1st down and 10 now for the Leopards from their own 35. A little over halfway through this opening quarter.
Bad news for Milwaukee. The Brewers beat the Braves 2-1 in game number 1, and they'll try to even it up the Braves tomorrow afternoon at 5 o'clock.
tune into that game on our sister station, 97.7 WJUL, and catch that first pitch. 1st and 10 now for Banks County. Call a man in motion. It's Shockley working the outside. Or no, that's not Shockley. He's going to be a little bit quicker than Shockley. Up to the 42-yard line goes Heron. Cade Heron, the running back, hit by Caleb John. Trace right in the area as well. He picks up 7, maybe 8 on the play, as he's pretty quick there out of the backfield. They've got 2 or 3 different running backs that they like to spread the ball around to, call it a committee backfield, if you will. Panther defense has been pretty consistent all year round. You know that the linebackers are going to play well. If you can get some pressure up front on the front 4 defensive linemen, you feel pretty confident in what this defense can do, and obviously force some turnovers as well with the secondary. 2nd down and 2 now. Here's the snap. Bowen Roberts gives it to his tailback. Across the 50 goes the tailback wearing 28, and that's Kellen Wally down to the 48-yard line. Finally brought down there.
I think that's Elijah Helton, Chris.
Yeah, Elijah Helton, and then also credit 66 there for getting his hands on the play for Union County, and that's Lane Lance, who's been a young guy that stepped up this year, just a sophomore, making a play there for Union County. And a wrestler, according to Coach Michael Smithfoot. 1st down and 10 now for Banks County across the 50-yard line. They're in Panther territory for the first time tonight here on their 2nd possession of the ball game. 4:03 left here on 95.1 in the first quarter. The snap, Bowen Roberts gives it to the tailback once again. That's Kellen Wally. Spins off 1 tackle, gets 1-yard line. Gets a gain of 1.
Maybe a fumble there, Chris. Might have happened after the whistle.
Lane Lance for the tackle again for Union County, number 66. Banks County able to hold possession. They'll have the ball inside the 45-yard line at the 44-yard line. 3:30 left in this first quarter. Kellen Wally's had a good game at tailback. Panther defense has to do a better job of trying to limit him and his carries and obviously his yards per attempt. 2nd down and 6 now. Banks County trying to move the ball right to left. A snap. Give it again to the tailback, who's going to spin off 1 tackle, and that's Andrew Shockley across the 40 down to the 39. And there's a flag that's thrown, and I'm going to say it's a face mask because we did have one guy grab high, and Shockley gets up and signals, yeah, he grabbed my face mask. That's a costly penalty there for the Panther defense, if that does stand. And it is a face mask against Union County. I believe that's a 15-yard penalty from the spot of the foul. Just over, and I'm talking just a second over 3 minutes left here in the first quarter. As Jeff Patton and myself await at the 50-yard line, watching this game, commentating this game on 95.1 FM or WJRBradio.com or even RidgelineTV.net. Go check out all 3 or vice versa. We appreciate you guys joining us here on the voice of Union County Panther football. Each and every Friday night, home or away, playoff or regular season game, we are there. And I believe this is the 8th season, Jeff. 8 years now, you've been on the call.
This is number 9, Chris, so don't shortchange me.
9. And, of course, the title sponsor, Union General Hospital, and all the great work that they do, especially in times like these.
I'm just glad to have cement and electricity around me tonight.
Yeah, it feels good not to be in aluminum stands. Here's 1st and 10 now for Banks County from the Panther 24-yard line. Best field position of the game now for the Leopard offense. Bowen Roberts, quarterback draw, keeps it himself. Running downhill across the 15 up to the 13-yard line. Brought down by Sam Page, who's played well. He's a defensive back, and they've got another 1st down. 1st and 10 now for Banks County. Inside the 15 at the 14-yard line.
That's a touchdown-saving play by Sam Page. If he doesn't hit him low, that boy's in the end zone.
Sam Page, a guy that started off the year at receiver. They liked him more at DB. He came in against Pickens County and had a pick there right before the end of the half. And ever since, he's been a reliable defensive back that can tackle, too, which is pretty impressive at the high school level. 1st down and 10 now for Banks County at the Panther 14-yard line. 2:33 left in the first quarter. Bowen Roberts takes the snap, quarterback draw, and he's got to be hit hard. What a hit there by Elijah Helton wearing number 28. What a pop. Elijah Helton gets that from one of his relatives, number 66, a guy that's played for years here at Union County, Aaron Helton. Big time pop there for Elijah.
It's so invigorating for the defense to see one of their teammates make a stand-up one-on-one stick like that. It just strengthens you for the next play, and we've got to keep these guys in a 2nd and long, 3rd and long scenario.
Gain of 2 there, Jeff. 2nd down and 8 for Banks County from Union County's, we'll say, 12-yard line. Bowen Roberts, the quarterback, he's taken a couple of quarterback draws. They like his ability to run the football. Here's the snap. Give it to Shockley once again, outside the numbers, inside the 5, 4, 3, dives his way into the end zone for a touchdown. That's number 14, Andrew Shockley, with a touchdown for Banks County. He's a guy that Michael Perry gave us a warning of in your pregame interview and said, watch out for 14, he's very good. He scores a touchdown there from 12 yards out.
Just couldn't get wide, just could not get a linebacker and a safety out wide.
And I think there's a flag. Was there a flag there near the 13-yard line?
Is that a celebration afterward, or is that something that might bring this back? Let's see. Ooh, sorry about that, Leopards.
Holding call, and you think, okay, how did he stretch the field like that, running east and west? Well, there's
you
why.
do. You grab a guy, and all of a sudden it's 11 on 10.
That's big now for the Panther defense as the fans here make some noise. They've done better this year. The Panther crowd's done a better job this year than years past in regards to noise.
There are more people.
To the 22-yard line goes Shockley. And he's a hard runner, keeps those legs churning, and helps up Trace Wright, the guy who made the tackle. And we've got a stoppage of play here, according to the head official, as Banks County likes to take a timeout here in the first quarter. Let's stick with it. I don't like our track record, Jeff, of coming back in 45 seconds and not 60 seconds.
Well, we like to call ourselves the 60-second announcers, but sometimes we're the 68-second announcers.
And that brings up a 3rd down on the field. 3rd down and roughly 19 after the run by Andrew Shockley, who wears number 14. He's a great tailback. He's quick. They've got Shockley. They've got Heron. They also have Wally in the backfield that have all been contributors on offense tonight.
A lot of time of possession by Banks County in the first quarter. That's not something that you want when a lot of your studs are playing snaps on both sides. Of course, I guess it doesn't matter if they're playing both sides, but you still don't want your defense out on the field this long. Union's only had 1 possession.
Yeah, and it was a decent possession. It wasn't terrible. We had 1 costly penalty that really just stalled out our drive, and we saw a great punt from Kyler Robbins. But hopefully we can get a stop here on 3rd down and 19 for Banks County as they have the ball at our own 24-yard line. This would be key and would force a very long 4th down situation for the Leopards and potentially out of field goal range, depending on their kicker. 3rd down and 19 from the Panther 24-yard line comes Banks County. Working right to left on RidgelineTV.net. Dressed in all white. Panthers in the gradient gray trying to make a big-time stop here on 3rd and long. The snap, Bowen gives it to Andrew Shockley, working the other side. Inside the 20-yard line, Shockley goes outside the numbers, wrestled down at the 13-yard line. Great tackle there by our defensive back, Sam Page, who wrestled him down shy of that 1st down marker. He picks up 9-10 yards, but he is shy of that 1st down marker by a good 7-8 yards, and that brings up 4th down and 7, maybe even 4th down and 8 from the Panther 12-yard line. And no sign of special teams coming out here. So obviously either they have a lack of trust or a lack of a great kicker here with Banks County, or they're trying to figure out what play they're going to run on offense. They'll take a timeout and talk things over with 1:12 here in this opening quarter. They moved the ball quite well, scored a touchdown, called back from a holding penalty, and since then a little bit of a stalled out drive as it's now 4th down and 8 for Banks County from Union County's 13-yard line. Make it the 12. 4th down and 8.
I want to give it up for John Moon. I mean, usually I'm just lampooning him in some way, but I really am saluting John Moon tonight. He's got 3 cameras going. He's trying to stream the ball game. He's trying to cut cameras. He's trying to keep the clock moving. He's trying to get a scoreboard going on his graphic there. I don't know how he's doing it. I thought I was the one-man band from hell, but John Moon is taking it to another place.
Yeah, he did last week, too, at Riverside. You saw his whole concoction set up there, and it was unreal.
John Moon was supplying the electricity for our broadcast last week.
Via his truck. And what'd you say? It was a Ford, but it really wasn't. It was a Chevy.
It was a Chevrolet.
Right. And John took offense to that, and now he He's smiling. It's all fun and games here on News Talk 95.1. 4th down and 8. Panther fans need to make some noise as we've got a big-time goal line stand here for the Panther defense. Banks County has at our own 12-yard line. 4th and 8. What will this Panther defense do? Bowen Roberts takes the snap. Give it to Wally, the running back. Up the gut inside the 5-4-3-2-1 touchdown. Kellen Wally punches it in from 12 yards out. No flag on the field. It's a touchdown.
Right up the gut, Chris. And he was barely touched.
Kellen Wally with a 12-yard touchdown run on 4th down and 8. Beautiful execution, untouched. And that leads to 6 points now for Banks County. Now they do have a kicker. He's going to attempt this extra point try to make it 7-0. I believe that's number 56. Make it 58, Wyatt Jenkins with a try. The extra point is up, and it's good. It's 7-0 Banks County over Union. We're back in 60 seconds.
For years, your source for sales, parts, accessories, and service for golf carts has been North Georgia Golf Carts. Now they're at a new, more convenient location. Owner Rick Goddard and staff are there to assist you with all your golf cart needs. They sell and service all types of golf carts, from E-Z-Go to Club Car to Yamaha. And they provide pickup and delivery for any service work. That's North Georgia Golf Carts, now located east of Young Harris near the intersection of US Highway 76 and State Highway 17 North.
Get your prescriptions filled in minutes at Brasstown Pharmacy Drug and Gun in Blairsville. Flu shots, the PCR COVID test, regular COVID test, or antibody test today. Brasstown Pharmacy is your go-to pharmacy for curbside pickup, personalized compounded medications, and more. And we're loaded with a full line of firearms, ammo, and gifts. Brasstown Pharmacy Drug and Gun is the best bang for your buck behind McDonald's in Blairsville. Call or text 706-745-2303.
Panther fans, we are back following the unfortunate Banks County touchdown on 4th down and 8 from the 12-yard line, and now we await the kickoff following the touchdown with 1:06 left in this opening quarter here at Mike Caldwell Memorial Stadium. Call on for number 58, Wyatt Jenkins, to kick this one away. It's a pooch kick, and it's going to bounce out of bounds at the 21-yard line. That's a flag. Panthers will take over from their own 40-yard line. Very beneficial start here on this drive, as this will be the 3rd possession on offense, and we've been a little bit flat. Trace Wright had a big play. Other than that Trace Wright reception, that's really the only big haymaker play that we've had on offense. And Trace Wright, not even a starting wide receiver typically until tonight. And I'll stand corrected. 1st and 10 from our own 35. Seven 7-0 score here at Union County's football field. Beautiful Mike Caldwell Memorial Stadium. It rained 3 or 4 days this week. I thought this place was going to be a swamp. I thought that it might rain into the night as well, as we had a couple of clouds, some overcast here in this area. Fortunately, no cloud in sight tonight, no rain either. 1st and 10 now for Union County from our own 35. We trail by 7. Helcher in the gun. Looks over to Michael Perry, the head coach, for the official signal. And Helcher will relay that message to the far side wide receivers and also step up to the offensive line and let them know as well. And here's a flag for delay of game. Delay of game against Union County, and that's a costly penalty there for Union. Another unnecessary penalty as we try to make things perfect, and will cost us 5 yards. We'll get back to the 30-yard line. 1st and 15 now. Panther offense hasn't played in quite some time as Banks County has taken up the majority of that first quarter. 1st and 15 for Helcher. Pump fakes, looks downfield,
Nice.
Trace Wright at 48-yard line. Trace Wright, 35-30, green grass, 25-20, 15-10-5. Trace Wright with a 70-yard touchdown score for Union County. It was a go route for the senior wide receiver wearing number 2, and Trace Wright takes it the distance. His first ever receiving touchdown for Union County at the varsity level. Trace Wright goes 70, and the Panthers score 6.
Great execution by Logan. The quarterback bit a big bologna sandwich there, came right in on it, jumped the route, and the fella wasn't even there. And we laid the ball perfectly into Trace's hands, right in stride. and he could have run all the way to the Waffle House.
That was unreal. Trace Wright, starting DB, having to step up in Keaton Chitwood's absence tonight and scores a 70-yard streak touchdown. Here's the snap on the extra point try, and Robbins' kick is good. It's 7-all here in Union County. We'll be back in 60 seconds on News Talk 95.1.
For years, Bitter Creek Market has been the best little market in the mountains. Now they're even bigger and better with additional room for specialty foods, vegetables and frozen foods. But don't worry, Bitter Creek Market still has the best selection of quality meats in the area. Their professional butchers prepare the best cuts of meats daily right on site, and Bitter Creek Market grinds their own sausage using only quality cuts of meat. For the gourmet cook, Bitter Creek Market has a wide selection of high-quality food items. And don't forget Bitter Creek Market's deli. Stop by for freshly made sub sandwiches and pork barbecue smoked right on site. They even have homemade potato salad. And they have picnic tables by the creek for your dining convenience. Bitter Creek Market is open Monday through Saturday. Come by and see the friendly staff today. Bitter Creek Market, the best little market in the mountains.
Here's the kickoff return, and the kickoff following the touchdown here for Union County. A beautiful kick here by Kyler Robbins. It's a touchback, and the Panthers score big, Jeff, on that last drive. 70-yard score. You talk about Trace being wide open. What'd you see there on the play?
It was one-on-one, and the cornerback came up as if he had a feeling that it was going to be a quick, skinny little pass in the flat, and Trace just kept on going. And to Logan's credit, he didn't make Trace slow down a step or have to speed up a step. You know, the thing you worry about in that situation is that the guy is so wide open that he's just going to miss him because he can't believe how open his receiver is. But to everybody's credit, he laid it right in there.
Beautiful pass, beautiful connection from Logan Helcher to Trace Wright for 70 yards. Here comes Banks County, their offense. 1st and 10 from their own 20-yard line, tied up at 7 with 56 seconds left in this opening quarter. Here's the snap. Give it to the tailback. Wally working outside the tackles, tries to get across the 35-yard line. He does. He carries a few Panthers with him. Trace Wright there to finish off the play. Trace Wright running that double duty tonight for Union County. Elijah Helton there as well. I believe Eli Pugh on the tackle as well.
We've got time to adjust, but their offensive line is knocking our defensive line 2 or 3 yards backward. We're not getting much penetration from the line, and the linebackers and safeties are having to make just about every play. And that Shockley boy is picking up 4 or 5 yards without much effort before he's tackled.
Again, Andrew Shockley, the tailback tonight, wears 14, having a good game. Gain of 7 on the play. 2nd down and 3 now for Banks County. Their quarterback, Bowen Roberts, wears number 2, the snap. Roberts going to roll out, PA boot. Going to take off with it, tuck and run. Running uphill to the 35-yard line, and is finally brought down there by Elijah Helton, who crept down in the box from that outside linebacker position. And that will do it for the first quarter. It's tied up here, Jeff, on News Talk 95.1, 7-7. We're back in 60 seconds with this timeout from Sunrise Grocery.
Union County Panther football broadcast brought to you by Carter Insurance and Investments in Blairsville. Serving the area for over 30 years. Best of luck to the Panthers.
When you combine quality products, excellent customer service, and the best prices in the area, the result is Hemp Hill Vinyl Siding and Metal Roofing. In business since 1963, Hemp Hill Vinyl Siding and Metal Roofing has served the surrounding area with a variety of home improvement supplies. Everything from vinyl siding in many colors, trim pieces, shutters, soffits, vents, and accessories. Hemp Hill Vinyl Siding and Metal Roofing, located west of Blairsville on Highway 515.
Broadcasts of Union County Panther football brought to you by C. Gregory Adams DMD. Providing family and cosmetic dentistry to the Blairsville area. Best of luck, Purple Swarm. Broadcasts of Union County Panther football brought to you by North Georgia Golf Carts. Providing a full range of sales, accessories, service, and parts.
Panther fans back here in Union County on the call as Banks County has the football. They pick up run, 1 yard on the run. That's Kellen Wally with a gain of 1 there. Outside handoff brought down by Trace Wright. I believe forwarding David Heredia there to make the tackle as well. 2nd and 9 now. And that timeout brought to you by Sunrise Grocery in Blairsville at 4568 Gainesville Highway, home of world-famous peanuts. Awesome stuff there in shop at Sunrise Grocery. Also, they're open 9 a.m. to 6 p.m. tomorrow, so go check them out. Back to the action here at Mike Caldwell Memorial Stadium. Gain of 1. It's 2nd and 9 now for Banks County, tied up at 7 with 11:20 left in this first half. It's the second quarter at Mike Caldwell. Here's the snap. Give it to the up back, who's hit hard by his own offensive lineman at the 40-yard line. And he's up. Nice gain of 7 there for Kellen Wally, wearing number 28. Hit by his own offensive lineman as he tried to make a pancake block. And we've got 3rd down and 4. Panther defense has done pretty good on 3rd down on the prior 2 drives, besides that last drive in which they were able to score on 4th down and 8 from our 12-yard line. But Panther defense has done a great job on 1st and 2nd downs. That's kind of my first thought here. Even with them getting pushed back 2 or 3 yards, they've been able to do good with the linebackers and the safeties creeping down. 3rd and 4 now for Banks. Leopards have it at their own 42-yard line. Bowen Roberts awaiting the snap. He takes the snap. Give it to Wally running up the gut. He's got a 1st down. Ball came out and a flag is thrown too. Ball came out, flag is thrown on the far sideline.
I think the referee's going to say it was down.
And who's got the ball at the bottom of the pile? Eli Pugh, slow to get up. And let's see what the call is, because there was a tussle there on the far sideline, Jeff. Throw a flag immediately. You think it's a misconduct penalty. I just don't know on who. Holding against Banks County. Is that the only call? I guess it was a holding call by the wide receiver. And is that 2 holding calls against Banks County, or is that just 1?
On 1 play or in the whole ball game?
Yeah, on 1 play. Is that just the 1? Let's see if they mark it off 20 yards. That's 2 holding calls. The official looked our way twice. Unless the first time was just a quick glance. It was just a 1 10-yard penalty for holding. Banks County does hang on to possession, and they'll have the ball at their own 34-yard line. 3rd down and 12 now. Panther defense with a big opportunity here to get the ball back to their offense, who's red hot following a 70-yard touchdown pass from Logan Helcher to Trace Wright. 10:03 left here, tied up at 7 in Blairsville.
Got a big 3rd and 12.
Here's the snap. Rollout action for the quarterback. Bowen Roberts throws it downfield. It's bobbled, incomplete. Eli Pugh with great coverage. And that's a turner. That brings up 4th down and 12. Eli Pugh gets up and says, "Not today, home slice," and forces an incomplete pass as Bowen Roberts unloaded a deep ball. He tried to thread a needle. It was just a little bit loftier than he hoped. And Eli Pugh able to knock that one loose out of the hands of the intended target, Heron, who wears number 10.
Been a couple of number 10s at each other tonight, both all on physical plays and all on athletic plays. Your volleyball mama buddy son, Cade Heron rather, is playing as hard as Eli is, and they're both trying to make plays on each other. It's been interesting to watch.
Again, both guys wear number 10. Eli Pugh, a defensive back. Cade Heron, the wide receiver and running back for Banks County. And now we'll send out Jensen Goebel to await this snap at his own 30-yard line. Goebel's quick. Will he return this from the 28? Goebel makes one guy miss, makes another guy miss. Jensen Goebel looking for a block across midfield. Goebel, 45, outside the numbers, inside the 30-yard line, making the 35. And a late flag is thrown as Jensen Goebel is hit late. What a punt return there by number 12, Jensen Goebel. And Jeff, I mean, he heard about your statement with joining some band, and here he is tonight making plays on the gridiron.
He was like Zeus with the long flowing hair coming down the near sideline. And then number 77, and I won't say his name because that was about as dumb a play as you'll ever see in your life, came over and hit him about 5 steps out of bounds, and we'll get 15 more on top of that.
Crowd is loud here tonight, might be the loudest I've heard it in quite some time, and they still make some noise as the Panthers have it 1st down and 10. What a return there from number 12, Jensen Goebel. Caught the ball at the 28-yard line and got near the 30-yard line on the opposite field. And it's a Panther 1st down, of course, as they'll mark off the spot of the penalty. So how about that? 50-yard punt return for Jensen Goebel. Then we tack on the additional 15-yard penalty, I believe. It is a 15-yard penalty, and we're looking at a gain of 65 there, Jeff. Panthers take over 1st and 10 on offense. We're red hot. We've got some energy. You have to feel pretty good here if you're Michael Perry, if you're Logan Helcher, if you're Caden Tanner. 1st and 10 now from the, let's call it the Banks County 15-yard line. Here's the snap. Helcher looks to his right. Helcher takes a shot, fires into the flats. Griffin Young touchdown. 15-yard touchdown reception for Griffin Young, wide open with a toe-tapping touchdown in the back of the end zone. And the Panthers have all of the momentum here at Mike Caldwell Memorial Stadium. It's a 15-yard strike from Logan Helcher to Griffin Young.
And your word strike is correct. That was a terrifically thrown ball from 15 yards. Griffin had a step and a half on his man, and Logan put it right in his paws. Great catch, even better throw from Logan Helcher. And we make the joke, Michael Perry and I, that he'll hurt you 1 second, but then he'll more than make up for it the next time out. And that has been the story of Logan Helcher all year.
Beautiful balls here thrown tonight from Logan Helcher, who has 2 big touchdowns, a 15-yarder on that last play and a 70-yard strike the drive before. Here's the extra point try by Kyler Robbins, and it's good. Panthers lead 14-7 over the Leopards. We're back in 60 seconds.
Broadcasts of Union County Panther football brought to you by Hemphill Vinyl Siding and Metal Roofing in Blairsville, proud sponsors of the Union County Panthers.
If you've got a nagging sports injury, then Union General Orthopedics and Sports Medicine is ready to get you back on the field. Dr. Jacob Sturton, Dr. Ronald McBeth, and physician assistants Brian Haas and David Zollinger are currently accepting new patients at their office. They can help with everything from a sports injury to knee or shoulder pain. If you want to get back to living and being active, call Union General Orthopedics and Sports Medicine at 706-439-6858.
Broadcasts of Union County Panther football brought to you by Leon's Floors, located in Blairsville, offering sales and installation of carpet, vinyl, hardwood, and tile flooring. Broadcasts of Union County Panther football brought to you by Kinetic TV by Windstream, available now for Kinetic broadband users. See store for details.
It's yours, Spencer.
Chris Mathis alongside Jeff Patton here on News Talk 95.1 FM. Here's the boot from Kyler Robbins. It's a little bit of a pooch kick. Bounces at the 17-yard line, inside the 15-yard line. And it's going to be a kick return here by Wally outside the numbers to the 19, make it the 20-yard line. And obviously, Union County has all the momentum here at Mike Caldwell Memorial Stadium. Wherever you guys are, the Panthers lead 14-7 following 2 key touchdowns from Logan Helcher, the senior quarterback wearing number 8, having so far the first half of his life, who I think is almost perfect. He's got 2 incomplete passes, and both of them were drops by the receiver off of the hit. But again, Panthers lead 14-7. I talked with Cole Wright pregame, and he said his prediction for Trace Wright tonight, he thought 4 catches, 62 yards, and a touchdown. I thought 5 catches, 57 yards, and a touchdown. And he surpassed both of us with at least 82 yards so far. One of those with a 70-yard touchdown reception on a streak. 1st and 10 now for Banks from their own 20-yard line. The snap, give it to Shockley. Shockley working upfield, and he's quick. He's shifty. Ball came out at the 30-yard line, and Union County falls on it. Trace Wright has the football for Union County. Trace Wright has it 1st down and 10. My goodness, the guy playing both sides of the ball, Trace Wright, is looking awesome tonight for Union County. Recovers a fumble, a 70-yard touchdown, and Wilson Walker forced the fumble as he comes off the field, and the Panthers have all of this momentum tonight in the first half. We're not done. Keep the pedal to the metal. Let's score one more here in Blairsville. As Andrew Shockley had a great run, tried to stay up and do too much, and he lost the football. Wilson Walker pokes it loose, and Trace Wright with a heads-up play to recover it. Trace Wright having the game of his life here in the first half. We'll have it 1st and 10 from Banks County 30-yard line as we look to make it 3 straight drives to the touchdown. The snap, Helcher rolling to his right, looking downfield, and the flats is Trace Wright. We're going to take a shot, and it's intercepted. Intercepted by Shockley at the 5-yard line, and they say incomplete. Incomplete pass. Shockley with a great play on the ball, but his foot was out of bounds, thank goodness, as that would have been a momentum swing for sure.
Just not a wise throw, just not a wise throw.
And I'll be honest with you, Trace Wright was open there in the flats on a curl route. I would have looked his way. 2nd and 10 now. Again, I'm not the quarterback. I'm just here announcing from the side. 2nd and 10 now for the Panther offense from Banks County's 30-yard line. Everything has been perfect so far tonight, and we look to tack on another score here in the first half. Caden Tanner's not got the ball. Here's a high snap. Logan has to follow on at the 45-yard line. Heads up play there. Fortunately, we have an athletic quarterback in Logan Helcher, but now we're starting to lose some momentum, and Banks County has this right where they want us, right near midfield. 3rd down and long, close to 3rd down and 28, make it 3rd down and 29. 3rd and 29 now for your Panther offense. Look for a quick wheel route. I'd either look at Caden Tanner here or find Griffin Younger, 2 reliable targets that make plays each and every week. Let's see what Logan Helcher does. We have the ball at at Banks County's 44-yard line. One tailback, Caden Tanner. He's going to do some pass blocking. Logan Helcher takes off with it, fires it, hits the hand of his target, and that's Jensen Goebel. It's incomplete, just out of the reach of Jensen Goebel. If it was right into his mid, a little bit lower of a pass, Goebel might have been off to the races if he could adjust his body. 4th down and 29 now for Union County. We're going to have to punt this one away.
He checked down nicely, and I think he found the right guy out in the flat. He just had a little too much pepper on it.
Yeah, like you said, talk about pepper. He stepped up and just delivered that ball, trying to get enough mustard on. Let's mix the mustard and the pepper. And just a little bit of a bullet pass that was not expected from Jensen Goebel or to Jensen Goebel. 4th down and 29, the snap. Helcher's going to punt this one away. It's going to bounce at the 12-yard line, inside the 5, roll at the 1, and Union makes a play at the 1-yard line. What a play there for Union County's gunman. Trace Wright again downs it.
It's a touchback.
Okay. Great effort there. Thanks, Jeff. I appreciate it.
No, I just wanted to see how red and purple you could get there before I calmed you down.
Yeah, nice play there. Nice effort, though, by Trace Wright playing both sides of the ball. And special teams, too. I guess you could say 3 sides of the ball. Banks County will take over on offense, down by 7, 14-7 from their own 20-yard line. Again, we appreciate you guys joining us here on News Talk 95.1, WJRBradio.com, and RidgelineTV.net. You guys are all appreciated, and we always enjoy calling these football games for you guys. 1st down and 10 now for Banks from their 20 with 8:06 left in the first half. Snap, give it to Wally. Wally cuts upfield, breaks through 2-arm tackle, stiffs arms another up to the 30-yard line to the 35, runs over a guy to the 40-yard line, and Wally says, I'm going to help this team move the ball, and Eli Pugh some way, somehow, able to drag him down after getting ran over at the 40-yard line. 1st down and 10 now for Banks County, gain of 20.
Eli Pugh is going to make some great plays for the rest of this game, but he was rude kill in the last 10% of that run.
Eli Pugh, a guy having to play both sides of the ball in absence of Keaton Chitwood, who's not playing outside receiver tonight. Big time loss, but Trace Wright has stepped up. He's got a 70-yard touchdown tonight on a streak route. And here's 1st and 10 now for the Leopard offense from their own 40-yard line. Panther defense needs to slow things down as Banks County feels like they have some momentum on offense. Call a tailback or tight end in motion to the other side of the offensive line. Call the lead back, number 14, Shockley, to get the ball. Trying to run outside the numbers, get 3 yards. Some way, somehow, he turns nothing into something. Every single play picks up 3 yards. And finally chased out of bounds there by outside linebacker Wilson Walker.
Kid's in good shape. He's running hard every play, and he's carrying the ball a lot.
Yeah, Andrew Shockley, number 14, just a junior for Banks County, making some plays there. Gain of 4 up to the 44-yard line. Banks County have it 2nd and 6 now from their 44, moving left to right with 6:50 left in the second quarter, down by 7 as the Panthers lead the Leopards 14-7 in the first half. The snap, give it to Wally, shifty with it, makes one guy miss on a juke cut, gets across the 45 and gets to the 47-yard line. Great effort there by the tailback Wally, who's also been beneficial and also crucial in that offense. Eli Pugh able to wrestle him down there after a gain of 3. 3rd down and 3. Big time situation for our defense here, as we had all the momentum until that final drive in which we have to punt that ball away. 3rd and 3 now. The Panther fans make some noise. Hopefully you guys are too. Whether you're on the patio drinking some Jameson like my friend Ralph or inside the house near the fireplace. Here's the snap. Give it to Wally, who's hit immediately.
Yes.
Big time hit And number 66, Lane Lance, got his hands on it. 73, Bo Webster there as well, making the tackle for Union County. Great job there by that defensive line to blow up the line of scrimmage and bring him down after a gain of maybe 1.
And the best thing you could have said there was talking about the 2 defensive linemen. It was our front guys that slowed him down and took him down. The defensive line is starting to play tougher and harder and making more plays.
Brings up a 4th down and 3 now for Banks County. They're on their side of the field at their 47-yard line. Again, they've went for it on 4th down twice tonight, and they've punted once. We'll see what they do now. Bowen Roberts, the quarterback, he can boot this thing away just like Logan Helcher, but I'm not surprised if they try to go for it here on 4th down and 3 from their own 47. Panthers are going to almost jump. It was close. We did. I knew we did.
Come on.
It was close. I think we did jump for sure. I think his helmet was just over the ball, at least from my perspective, and that's going to give him a 1st down. Hard count there by Bowen Roberts, and that's what his head coach told him. Hey, try to get them to jump off sides. He did just that.
That wasn't even a down lineman that did that. That was a fella coming back from 5-6 yards back that just couldn't put on the brakes.
It was a linebacker for Union County. 1st and 10
Good
now.
Golly, Miss Molly.
From the Panther 48. Give it to Wally. Speaking of Molly, Wally rhymes with it. He gets near the 42-yard line. Wally been an effective running back tonight. Eli Pugh there to make the tackle, as well as number 66, Lane Lance, who's having himself a ball game. Gain of 7, so that was a big-time break there for Banks County as they have it at Union County's 41 with 4:37 left in this first half, down by 7. The snap, give it to Wally again. Up the gut goes Wally to the 35-yard line, runs over another guy to the 33-yard line. He's got a 1st down and then some. Finally dragged down after a key 1st down. Elijah Helton there to make the tackle along with Elijah Haynes for that Panther defense. Starting to feel a little bit like last week, Jeff, in regards to our opponent making some plays, and Gage Barnes comes off the field. Here's the snap, give it to Wally, hit immediately again. That defensive line playing hard tonight. Blows up the line of scrimmage. Lane Lance rings the bell once again. Number 66, just a sophomore. We have a stoppage of play here as we have an injured Panther down on the field. And with that, we're going to take a 60-second timeout. We'll be right back on News Talk 95.1.
Locally owned since 1980, Leon's Flooring is your full-service flooring store with the largest showroom in the area, guaranteed to save you money with over 50 years of total sales experience. The folks at Leon's Flooring are experts in ceramic tile, carpet, hardwoods, and vinyl, located at 568 Murphy Highway in Blairsville, next to the Mexican restaurant and across from Mike's Seafood. Leon's Flooring, call them today at 706-745-9433. Oh, and by the way, say hello to Diesel while you're there.
Check out North Georgia Water Sports in Blairsville for all of your watercraft wants and needs. Offering inventory loaded with new and used watercraft, including Avalon, Tahoe, Tracker, and Sun Tracker boats. Whatever you want, they got. North Georgia Water Sports also offers a service department with highly trained technicians during all business hours. Don't forget to winterize your boat at North Georgia Water Sports. Call 706-835-1222. Visit NorthGeorgiaWatersports.com or stop by 2132 Murphy Highway in Blairsville.
Panther fans back here in Blairsville as we've got an injured Panther down on the field. Hopefully he's okay. He's still getting tended to by the trainers and by the coaches as well there at the 34-yard line.
I think that's freshman number 73, Bo Webster, Chris. I can't see as far away. You've got the binoculars. Are they working on a cramp or something else?
Yeah, it's definitely something else. They don't have his leg extended up in the air trying to stretch out either leg. But hopefully he's okay. A few weeks back he had a concussion, and I just hope it's not related to that injury as well. Bo Webster had a big-time hit here 2 plays ago and still getting tended to at the 33-yard line. And he's starting to show some movement, slowly but surely, as the official tries to make a signal over here to the near sideline. And again, very quiet here at Blairsville Mike Caldwell Memorial Stadium as Bo Webster tries to get up, and he is up. It looks like it's his left leg of some sort, as he's not putting any weight down on his left leg, but it's not a head injury, thank goodness. He had a concussion 2-3 weeks ago. Bo Webster able to make his way off the field with the assistance by his other teammates. 53, Elijah Haynes, 66, Lane Lance, and 65 for Union County, who I did not have on a roster, showing some teammate support there and helping Bo Webster off the field.
It is such a tough sport, Chris.
It's tough to watch. He is in so much pain right now. But he is making his way off the field. Again, if you guys would send your thoughts and prayers to Bo Webster of this Panther football program, as the fans will make some noise. Again, just very thankful it doesn't look to be a head injury.
We're hearing from the some of the other folks here in the press box, Chris, that it might have been somebody that rolled over his knee.
That's tough. 2nd down and 10 now for Banks County. Back to the action come the Leopards on offense from the Panther 33-yard line. Call man in motion. Give the tailback once again, who's hit hard. He is lit up. Is that 23? No idea who 23 is according to my roster. Big play there by Union County, number 23. Make it 33. It is a 33. Still not on the roster, but either way, great play there by a guy who's stepping up in the absence of Gage Barnes at that linebacker position.
So another big play right here, Chris.
3rd down and 7. Leopards have it at the Panther 30-yard line. We lead by 7. Again, shout out to you Panther fans. They're making some noise this year, and even when times have been tough. Here's the snap. Bowen Roberts looking to his left, rolling across his body, tucks and runs. He's going to be hit at the 30-yard line, wrestled down near the 25, and he's got a first down, but there's a flag that comes in right where he got tackled. Hopefully it's a holding call on Banks and not a face mask on our defense.
2nd, 3rd, and 4th effort by the quarterback that time. He made the wise decision to not throw the ball. We had him covered pretty good.
Yeah, just a boot roll out there for Bowen Roberts. And here's the call by the head official with the white cap here on Ridgeline TV. It's a face mask against Union County. Unfortunate for our Panther defense, as we had a great situation there. 3rd down and 7, Jeff. 2:56 left in this opening half before we get to halftime in our Spry Family Dry Cleaners halftime show on 95.1. Panthers lead 14-7. That penalty gives Banks County a first down from the Panther 18-yard line. 1st and 10 for Bowen Roberts, the quarterback. Tailback gets the ball. That's Wally, dodging a few tackles inside the 10. Down near the 6-yard line goes Wally. Tackled by Elijah Helton, and he's got a first down. Sets up an easy 1st and goal now for Banks County from Union County's 7-yard line with 2:40 left in the 2nd quarter. Last time we were in this situation, they gave it to the tailback who scored it from 12 yards out.
It was on that same inside give, too.
It was. That was Wally who punched it in on 4th down from 12 yards out. Hopefully the Panther defense can ring the bell and make a play. It's 1st and goal now for Banks from Union County's 7-yard line. Roberts, give it to Wally, makes one guy miss, breaks through an arm tackle, gets down to the 5-yard line. Number 70, Wyatt Garrett there to bring him down. Wyatt Garrett playing both sides, as Noah Helton, one of our best offensive linemen, not playing tonight on offense. Wyatt Garrett playing nose guard, also playing offensive guard too. This Panther football team, just a sophomore, and they have high hopes for Wyatt Garrett, who makes a big-time tackle. And I'd like to see number 70 make a tackle here in the goal line again. It's 2nd and goal now for Banks County from Union County's 5-yard line. Clock dwindles down to 1:40 in the opening half. Similar situation to last week, Jeff. Hopefully we can stop him here or hold him to a 4th down situation, as they are knocking on the Panthers' door inside the red zone at the 5-yard line. Come the Leopards. The snap, quarterback keeper, he draws it himself. He's hit immediately at the line. Lane Lance, number 66. Led the way there for that Panther defensive line, and he deserves a sticker. Whatever this Panther football team does, if it's a sticker, if it's a t-shirt, he deserves something for his play tonight. He's been very good on that defensive line, just a sophomore.
I'll take it one step further. If we call his name out 7 more times tonight, we'll win the game, because that means our defensive line is making plays.
Again, bragging on number 66, Lane Lance, just a sophomore. Now, believe it or not, on this roster, he's listed as a defensive back. He is far from a DB.
I think I could beat him in a race.
And Well, you run like a 5'2". You're like Tom Brady.
5'2",
5'2", That's pretty solid. All right, 3rd and goal now. Back to the action in Blairsville. Banks County will take a timeout. We're going to stick with it and shout out some of the scores that Garland Johnson back at the station has provided us with. Here's a couple of updates. Raven County beating Grovetown 24-0 in the second quarter. Towns County and Commerce tied at the half, 14-all. Murphy over Hayesville 21-7. Commerce beating Towns 14-8. And Swain County over undefeated Andrews. They're 6-0. They're really good this year. Andrews has just 16 guys. They're down 7-0 in the second quarter. Again, shout out to Garland Johnson back at the station for all these score updates. Even John Moon with Ridgeline TV takes some interest in those score updates.
Who'd you like in that Murphy-Hayesville game?
I got to go Murphy. I'm going to go with Murphy.
But Hayesville's off to a great
Yeah,
start.
They really are. They played really well last week. They ran into undefeated Andrews Wildcats. They have 15 guys and they're undefeated. I don't know how Andrews is doing it.
Andrews has 15
15
kids.
guys, undefeated.
Holy moly.
And they're blowing out teams. They're going to win that conference. They beat Hayesville last week 36-0. So unreal. They're just staying healthy. They have a lot of determination. Hopefully this Panther defense can do the same. 3rd and goal. The snap. Bowen Roberts with a draw. He's going to tuck and run down to the goal line. Is he into the end zone? We await the call.
Yeah, they're
and he's
saying
in.
yes.
He is in. We'll stop the clock at 24 seconds left. Bowen Roberts, the quarterback, punches it in from 5 yards out. And now, Jeff, we can officially say with 24 seconds left in the half on this drive, we're going to sit on this one. I think we will. Last week was a different story. We need to sit on this one. 24 seconds left. We await the extra point as Banks County tries to tie this game up at 14-all.
That touchdown was made courtesy of that offside that we had on the 4th down punt.
Wyatt Jenkins on to try this extra point. The snap, the hold from Roberts, the extra point is up, and it is good. We're tied up at 14. We're back in 60 on 95.1.
Constantly challenging ourselves as a college means more learning opportunities, better teaching, more innovative programs, greener facilities, a stronger community, and happier students. Every choice we've made reinforces our mission to help educate, inspire, and empower you. Young Harris College. This is the place where your future unfolds.
Spry Family Dry Cleaners in Blairsville specializes in deep cleaning and efficiency. Not only do they take the basics, but they also work with rugs, comforters, draperies, and other household items. Now featuring a drive-through for contactless pickup and drop-off. Not to mention a wash, dry, and fold service. Drop it off. When you pick it up, it'll be folded, sorted, and bagged. Spry Family Dry Cleaners, cleaning up our community one garment at a time. Located in Blairsville at 46 Hunt Martin Street, across from Cochran Funeral Home.
Chris Mathis alongside Jeff Patton here at the 50-yard line at Mike Caldwell Memorial Stadium in Blairsville, Georgia, home of the Union County Panthers. Tied up at 14 here following a 5-yard touchdown run for the quarterback Bowen Roberts of Banks County. And they'll kick this thing away with 24 seconds left in the first half. Panthers do have a timeout, maybe 2, I believe, left in this half. And we'll see what we try to do. Obviously, last week, with no time left, Logan Helcher took it the distance, 54 yards. Here's a squib kick and a stoppage in play as I believe that's going to be some kind of false start on Banks County and their special teams, and it is.
They hit a ball right at one of our no-hands guys.
Yeah, Elijah Helton, unfortunately. No-hands guy, typically a linebacker, not used to returning kicks, and thank goodness that one's coming back. As he muffed that kickoff return, the squib kick. 24 seconds left, Panther fans, in the first half. Knotted up at 14. Now that helps out the Panthers. We get 5 yards here. You think in terms of where they'll kick this ball away. 3 guys back to return. Jensen Goebel far side, Trace right in the middle, and Caleb Rogers on the left. Goebel watches it bounce out of bounds. Panthers will have it 1st and 10 now. Of course, that penalty added on to where the ball went out of bounds. Panthers will take over 1st and 10. We have a timeout. We've got a great kicker. Last week, we kind of saw how that played out. Jeff, what are you doing here if you're Michael Perry in this offense?
I'm sitting on it like mother hen.
There you go. That's Jeff Patton's take. Here as we near the end of the first half, knotted up at 14. And I think they're going to elect to re-kick this. False start against Banks County again. Not even the fact that it went out of bounds. False start against Banks County, their special teams, and that moves us up 5 more yards. They were kicking off from the 40, now they're kicking off from the 30-yard line. Again, Goebel out, far side to return. Trace Wright in the middle, I do believe. Having himself a whale of a ball game, number 2, the senior. And of course, Caleb Rogers making his return tonight from a concussion suffered 2 weeks ago at Pickens County. We do have a timeout to work with. We do have a great kicker. Let's see what we draw up. Here's the kick. Finally, third time's a charm. Trace Wright catches at the 24-yard line. Trace Wright, green grass ahead, outside the numbers of the 45, across midfield goes Trace Wright down to the 48. Trace Wright continues to make plays, catching the football on defense. Special teams with a kickoff return, and the Panthers have it at the 48-yard line. You can get off one quick play here.
I will amend what I just said. With the ball on their 48-yard line, you're going to take a couple of shots here.
Trace Wright can do it all. He's wearing that Swiss Army knife logo tonight on his right shoulder. Not literally, but he's playing like it, as he's been a utility-like guy on offense, on special teams, on defense. And coincidentally, I interviewed him for this game. So who knows, maybe there's correlation there. 1st and 10 now for Union from the Banks County 48-yard line. 16 seconds left on the clock, and Banks County doesn't like what they see. They take a timeout. We're going to stick with it here, as Union County was able to work up some magic last week with Houdini at quarterback. Number 8, Logan Helcher. We spoke with Michael Perry. I spoke with him following the victory. You spoke with him today regarding that play, and he said he wanted 10, 15 yards from Logan, and some way, somehow punched it in from 54 yards out, and I think Banks County is aware of that, and they'll probably send back, you know, two or three DBs back there just in case that, you know, Logan tries to tuck and run.
There is no bigger fan of Logan Helcher than Michael Perry.
Through good and bad, Logan Helcher and Michael Perry, I hear they watch film every single day before and after practice, so they have that relationship, that bond, and they're on the same page. They're trying to win ball games here at Union County. It doesn't matter how it's done. They have to win, and we look to make it 2 straight as we beat Riverside last week 48-14. Can we win tonight? Knotted up at 14 just before the half against Banks County. Shotgun for Helcher, dropping back, looking downfield, takes a shot. Griffin Young drops it at the 31-yard line. Griffin Young has to secure that ball, and he knows that he's upset. Fortunately, just lost 5 seconds off the clock, but Young would have set up Kyler Robbins for a beautiful field goal try right there in the center of the field.
See, a wide receiver's thinking 2 things right there. Number 1, he's thinking catch it. Number 2, he's like time management. And I think he just took his focus and concentration off catching it.
2nd and 10 now for the Panthers from the Leopard 48-yard line, moving right to left as we near the end of the first half. 11 seconds left in this second quarter. Helcher trying to do a hard count, takes a snap, fires it to Griffin Young inside the 35-yard line. He's at the 35. We'll take a timeout with 4 seconds left, and a late flag for a late hit comes in. Late hit.
Flag?
A flag is thrown in the pile. It's a late hit. And Michael Perry yanks back his brother Tyler Perry and says, get back on the sidelines. I think that's a late hit. I would put money on it. Great catch there across the middle by Griffin Young, who redeems himself. And Griffin Young is upset coming off the field. He gets a chewing out by his coach, and rightfully so, as you can't have a costly penalty if it is against Union in a situation like this, knotted up at 14. Not sure if John had a better look there on Ridgeline TV. Did it look like it was a late hit there, John? Or
John's going to signal down to the truck in the parking lot to see if we can run back the instant replay.
He says he's unsure, so is it on us? Man, Griffin Young with a great catch. Here's the call. Penalty, it's going
to be against Banks.
Yeah, personal foul against Banks County. First down now, we have 5 seconds.
This is where Kyler comes in.
And he is. He's already out there. Number 82 repping the new cleats for this Panther football team. Told me yesterday at practice he's good from 60 yards out. And this one will be spotted. Where will this ball be spotted? They're going to have the ball at the Banks County 21. The ball will be spotted at the 28-yard line. This would be a 38-yard field goal try for Kyler Robbins to ice the first half. Clock continued to run. What was the deal there as Union County thinks they took a timeout?
Did we have a timeout?
We did have one timeout, and I'm not sure what happened, but Banks County walks off the field. Crowd is booing here. They're making some noise, and Michael Perry's upset. He said, I took a timeout several times. I thought he did too. I really did. I thought he took a timeout there after that play with 3 seconds left. And Banks County will trot back out on the field. No official call here from the refs. They're confused just as much as we are here in the box.
Banks County's funny. The coach told their kids, hey, run like hell toward the locker room, and let's see if we can influence the rest of this half. Michael Perry wasn't having any of that.
And we are going to get a field goal try from Kyler Robbins. Hopefully that does not affect his demeanor as he attempts his 38-yard try. Ball spotted at our 21-yard line. 38-yard try for the senior kicker wearing number 82, Kyler Robbins. Logan Helcher on to hold this field goal. The snap, the hold, the kick, it is up, and it is good. 38-yard field goal try is good.
Wow.
By Kyler Robbins, the senior, wearing number 82. The Panthers take another lead at half, 17-14. My goodness. Any final thoughts there before we take a quick break, Jeff?
I think that football is still in the air. That ball was not anywhere near descending as it passed through the uprights from 38 yards out. I was chuckling at your commentary about how he could make it from 60, but that one would have had a shot at 60.
Kyler Robbins, another halftime hero tonight for Union County. 38-yard field goal try is good. And the Panthers lead 17-14 over the Leopards of Banks County. We'll be right back in 60 for our Spry Family halftime show right here on News Talk 95.1.
My whole business just went up in flames, but my agent was there before the fire was out. We started a plan. I've got 25 employees who could be out of a job if we didn't get this place running again. My independent agent and auto owners insurance, they made sure we didn't skip a beat. I mean, we didn't miss a single payroll. That's incredible.
For whatever lies ahead, we're always there.
Now you can find more insurance in Blairsville on Highway 515 across the street from the Home Depot. Call 706-745-2139 for a fast and accurate quote. So your son or daughter is looking to play sports at the next level, but driving to Atlanta every day for instruction is out of the question. Finally, individual and group training has come to Blairsville. Introducing the HIT Academy inside the gym in Blairsville. You've got to see this place. Sports-specific training for the middle or high schooler or advanced lifting for all ages. It's the HIT Academy inside the gym in Blairsville on the Blue Ridge Highway. Afternoon classes are forming now. Facebook The Gym Blairsville to get started.
Here on the call for News Talk 95.1 and your Union County Panthers as we lead 17-14 at half. Over the Banks County Leopards, courtesy of a 38-yard field goal from senior kicker Kyler Robbins. Nothing but beauty. Jeff talked about it before the break, said he thought that was good from 60 yards out. And Kyler Robbins continues to show that he's an X factor. What a story for Kyler, is yet to play at the varsity level. This is his first year playing varsity football, and he showed up the first day of practice the day before that Fannin County game and said, Coach, I want to kick. Obviously was unable to go that first game against Fannin County, and since then has been nothing but money for this Panther special teams. Again, you're tuned into the Spry Family halftime show, brought to you by Spry Family Dry Cleaners in Blairsville, across from the Cochran Funeral Home, where my guy Chris Spry will take care of all of your clothing, your household items, rugs, comforters, much more. Check them out at Spry Family Dry Cleaners in Blairsville, across from Cochran Funeral Home. Panthers lead 17-14. Jeff, how do you feel they go into this locker room knowing that the offense kind of stalled there until Kyler was able to come out and knock in a 38-yard field goal?
This is an even ball game going into the third quarter, and it will be really, it'll come down to whether our defense can stop that running attack. We can stop their throwing attack, but we are having a hard time with their 1-2 punch. Offensively, we're playing well, but we are not dominating and running off clock. Time of possession, we need more of that. We need to control the tempo in the third and fourth quarter. I would not say that we are the underdog to win this game at this point, but I wouldn't necessarily say we were the favorite either. Matter of fact, I feel the same way I did 24 minutes ago. This is a pick'em for the final two quarters.
This is a big game for either program. Obviously, Union County won their region game last week against Riverside. They're 1-0 in region play. They're pretty much guaranteed a playoff spot. Banks County 0-1 in region play. They need to win this game or else they're practically knocked out unless they can fight for that 4th spot against Riverside. But here's a quick scoring rundown here tonight for that first half. Banks County scored from Kellen Wally, a 12-yard touchdown run on 4th down, 7-0. Panthers get the ball back. Trace Wright, 70-yard touchdown run, or reception on a streak. Beautiful ball there from Logan Helcher to Trace Wright. Knotted up at 7-all. They're in the second quarter. Union County says we're not done as they find Griffin Young. 15-yard touchdown reception. Panthers take a 14-7 lead. Banks County gets the ball back. They want to try to knot things up and make it 14-all. They do as the quarterback, Bowen Roberts, calls his own number from the 5-yard line on 3rd and goal. He punches it in. It's 14-all. And then Kyler Robbins ices that first half with a buzzer-beating field goal from 38 yards out. Awesome kick. This place was going nuts. And we spoke about it, I guess you spoke about it with Coach Michael Perry a few weeks ago, that the Panther football program has never really had a drought of kickers. We've got Brian Smith. Packy probably could have kicked 10, 15 years ago, but Brian Smith, Mason McCombs, TJ Smith, and now you have Kyler Robbins kicking as well.
We've never had a fullback. We've never not had a kicker.
And maybe even a tight end could be thrown out there too. You know,
You make a good point.
Never had a tight end, even though we've had some guys that can catch the ball. Austin Petit, Caden Rich, to name a few. And Griffin Young trying to play that receiver spot, looking really well. Obviously, the Panthers up 17-14 here at halftime, brought to you by Spry Family Dry Cleaners and Blairsville. Each and every week, Jeff Batten, to my right, talks with head coach of the Panthers, Michael Perry. Let's tune into that interview that Jeff had with Coach Perry earlier today regarding this matchup, regarding where the team is at, as we look for our 2nd consecutive victory on the year.
48-14, the final score over Riverside Military, and that's the first of many wins for Michael Perry, the head coach at Union County. Coach, talk a little bit about the excitement that you got personally from getting your first victory as a Panther head coach.
It was just so much fun in the locker room after the game. Just really proud of our seniors and our team overall because we did face some adversity in that game. We bounced back, came home with a victory. So a lot of fun that night.
Talk about the locker room and the kids getting excited about winning the ball game.
Finally got to play Wagon Wheel again. That's a big tradition here. And then we play some other songs that are some of my personal favorites, like Feathered Indians by Tyler Childers. But we just had a good time in there. You know, that's what it's all about, those guys in the locker room.
Well, the big play of the game was Logan Helcher from 50 yards plus as time had expired. He comes to the far sideline, heads down the left side, beats a couple of guys, and then he's got one more fella from the other team that has an angle on him at about the 2-yard line, and somehow he's able to kind of break through. You were quoted in the paper saying that you would have really been upset at Logan.
We were playing for a field goal. So I wanted him to get his yardage and then get down. So Kyler, we have a very good kicker in Kyler Robbins, and we were just playing for a field goal. I'm over at the official screaming at him, telling him to call timeout as soon as Logan gets tackled. Fortunately, Logan never got tackled. So, but I was scared to death he was going to get tackled right there on the 2-yard line, like you were saying, and then it was going to be halftime. But he got in there, and, man, it was definitely a huge momentum swing for us.
It seems to be symbolic of the way he plays. You know, I'm not going to say he'll hurt you, but he'll make a mistake. He'll have a couple of fumbles. He'll throw an interception, but then he does something good for you.
He's just matured so much, and he doesn't get down. No matter what's going on, he never sulks or goes nuts like a lot of people would in that situation. He just flushes it, and he's on to the next play. Very lucky to have him, and he's a tough kid.
Talking with Victoria's coach, Michael Perry, following the Riverside Military game. We've got Banks County on tonight. We'll get to that in just a second. You were quoted in the newspaper as saying that you were pleased with the offensive line, that not only did they pass block well, but when they blocked well on the run. Can you speak about a couple of kids that you were particularly high on the line the other night, Michael?
Noah Helton, that kid, I can't say enough about him. He just gives tremendous effort no matter what, and is a very good high school lineman. Ian Stern has done a lot of good things for us. Alex Godinez, our center, Big A, as a lot of people know him. But just really proud of those guys, the effort they put in. They're working so hard. But by far, that was the best they've blocked. They've done a decent job in pass protection this year, but run blocking, that was the best we've done run blocking last Friday night. So big credit to those guys, and also Kane Tanner, he does so many good things for us as well.
Mm-hmm. Speaking about the offensive line, it's been my observation that they really have not hurt you comparatively to the other teams with false starts and illegal procedures and holds that blow up great pickups. You've played disciplined football
on the offensive line, from my view.
I think it goes to credit how hard they work in practice. They work extremely hard. They might be the hardest working position group we have. The thing I appreciate about them is when we're playing tempo, those guys are already set at the line before the officials even have the ball spotted.
Mm-hmm.
Big credit to those guys and doing a great job.
Well, we've had Banks County number for the last 5 or 6 years, as long as I've been doing the games. We've had some good ball games against them, but we've come out victorious every time. This time it really is important in that we've got to make the playoffs, and it will help by beating them. What is the focus this week as far as making sure that your kids give out their best effort against the Leopards?
Defensively, we've got to stop the run. They've got a really good player, number 14, Andrew Shockley. He can do it. He's very explosive, and they play him at running back. They'll play him at receiver. I'm sure they'll probably have a wildcat package for him, too, against us probably. He's just a kid that is very dynamic, and I know him well because he used to play for me at East Hall. He's at Banks County now, so we got to stop him. Special teams, we got to win the special teams battle. Kyler's got to continue to do great things for us like he should. We've got to make sure we have great punt protection. Offensively, we've just got to continue to execute.
Well, we've got homecoming tonight against Banks County. That would be a great ball game to win, and let's go out there and do it, Coach.
Yes, sir. Let's do it. Go Panthers.
Panther fans back here on News Talk 95.1 at the halftime intermission with a little over 9 minutes left. They'll tack on 3 minutes after the 8 minutes goes off on this scoreboard. Obviously, Banks County gets to perform first with their marching band, and then here come the Union County Panthers prior to the Mountains marching band as well, coached by, I guess it's band director, not head coach. Head coach, band director, not Matthew Stafford either. Man, oh man, Will Stafford, there we go. My former home run, man, I'm really thrown off. Homeroom teacher with 7:40 left here in this halftime intermission. Panthers lead 17-14, courtesy of a 38-yard field goal from Kyler Robbins. And Panthers are looking really good on offense. They put together 2 key offensive drives. Trace Wright's 70-yard touchdown reception. And then obviously Griffin Young had a 15-yard touchdown reception too. So that's kind of what we're looking at right now. Panthers trying to come back out here. We will get the ball first. So we have the momentum going into halftime. We go into the locker room feeling great. And the Panthers will get the ball first to start off this third quarter up by 3. Big time shout out to your 2021 homecoming queen, Nya McCombs. Runner up was Tori Tracy, and second runner up was Nya Cobb. And with that, we'll tune into the player interviews that I get each and every week. This time I spoke with Trace Wright, no doubt been a phenomenal player tonight for Union County in all three phases of the game. And Kyler Robbins, the kicker, the punter. As always, tune in this player interview right here. If we talk 95.1, I'll be back after this interview.
Broadcasts of Union County Panther football brought to you by Union County Farm Bureau, proud sponsor of Union County football and the Georgia High School Association.
For years, your source for sales, parts, accessories, and service for golf carts has been North Georgia Golf Carts. Now they're at a new, more convenient location. Owner Rick Goddard and staff are there to assist you with all your golf cart needs. They sell and service all types of golf carts, from E-Z-Go to Club Car to Yamaha. And they provide pickup and delivery for any service work. That's North Georgia Golf Carts, now located east of Young Harris near the intersection of U.S. Highway 76 and State Highway 17 North.
Union County Panther football broadcast brought to you by Carter Insurance and Investments in Blairsville. Serving the area for over 30 years. Best of luck to the Panthers. Broadcasts of Union County Panther football brought to you by C. Gregory Adams DMD. Providing family and cosmetic dentistry to the Blairsville area. Best of luck, Purple Swarm.
Chris Mathis here on News Talk 95.1 FM at the Spry Family Halftime Show with a minute 30 left at intermission. Of course, go check out Chris Spry and Spry Family Dry Cleaners across from Cochran Funeral Home in Blairsville. Now featuring a contactless pickup. When you drop it off, it'll be folded, sorted, and bagged when you go back to pick it up. So they do a great job there at Spry Family Dry Cleaners in Blairsville here on RidgelineTV.net on News Talk 95.1. Not only do they take care of the basics, they also take care of rugs, comforters, much more. Check out Spry Family Dry Cleaners in Blairsville across the street from Cochran Funeral Home. Tell them Chris Mathis sent you with 95.1 FM. Again, I appreciate you guys joining us here for this first half of football, as that was a great first half, very competitive, and Union County leads 17-14 as we near the start of the second half. Good news, Panther fans, our offense has looked very good tonight, and we get the ball to start off this second half. So this would be key. Up by 3, you come out here, you put your foot to the metal, you score another touchdown. Don't settle for 3. Try to get another 7 points, and you're feeling pretty good with where you're at here on News Talk 95.1. Panthers trying to pick up their second consecutive win, and Kyler Robbins has his Panther football team in position to do so. Logan Helcher's played very well. He's got a 15-yard touchdown strike to Griffin Young and a 70-yard touchdown, beautiful pass to Trace Wright on a go route, and Trace Wright just beat his man badly, and Trace Wright took it to the house for 6. So he also has a fumble recovery too. So Trace Wright having himself a game tonight. Panthers will receive as we send back number 12, Jensen Goebel, to return this thing. And of course for Banks County, number 58 will be kicking this thing again. It's number 58, Wyatt Jenkins of Banks County. Panthers really like this special team setup. Trace Wright in the middle, Caleb Rogers on the far side, and of course Jensen Goebel here near side. As we get ready to put toe to the leather here in the second half at Mike Caldwell Memorial Stadium. And they're actually going to change their kicker here. Number 28 or 22 is going to kick this ball away. It's not the typical 58 who's trying to boot this thing into the back of the end zone. They've got a kicking change for Banks County. Here's the kick, probably a pooch kick. It is a squib. It's going to be returned by Griffin Young. Working far side, Young trying to go up the gut and gets to the 39-yard line, and that's where Union County takes over 1st and 10. Hopefully we can come out here and establish the run. I'm not sure we've had a single handoff tonight, Jeff, at all.
We may not have had a handoff since 2014. We don't hand the ball off a whole lot. What I liked was the downfield pass, obviously, to Trace Wright. We've been successful throwing the ball downfield as opposed to the little screen passes and the little quick hitters into the flat. We have done a good job throwing the ball straight and with authority. Let's keep doing it.
Again, Caden Tanner in the backfield for Union County, wears 17. Had a great stretch of 2 or 3 games, and tonight just not been a part of the game plan. But when they call his number, he'll be ready to go. 1st and 10 now for the Panthers from our own 40. The snap, there you go, give it to Caden Tanner. Running uphill, Caden Tanner gets 3 yards. And for a small guy, he sure can take a hit. He's been hit a couple of times the last few weeks and just gets right back up and says, feed me the rock again. Gain of 3, maybe even 4 for Union County's Caden Tanner. First handoff of the game happens here on the first drive of the third quarter. Panthers up by 3, 17-14. Shotgun, Helcher looking to his left, trying to evade some pressure, work to his right near side. Helcher going to tuck and run across the 45-yard line, steps out of bounds near the 49, He's close to the first down marker. I think he's just shy.
He's going to be short by about a yard, but that's a nice run, and Logan was the defensive linemen chasing him were no match. Let's say it like that.
Yeah, he's quick. He can really scamper. I think he's not necessarily the fastest off the get-go, but once he gets going, he's hard to catch. And that'll bring up 3rd down and 2 for your Panthers. Ball spotted at our 48-yard line.
I don't like that spot.
I don't either. Not at all. Shorted us by a yard. Here's the snap. Helcher looks. Caleb Rogers. And out of the hands of Rogers, incomplete. So the spot really hurt, but I'm not sure that we would have changed the play call there, Jeff. Incomplete.
Well, this is a classic second guess, but I didn't like that play. I would have preferred a much more direct pass. That was a ball that had to be thrown perfectly and a route that had to be run perfectly, and I don't know why we couldn't have just done something a little easier, a little quick dump over the middle.
Helcher trying to get a hard count here on Banks County. It's 4th down and 2. He's in shotgun. He looks like he's going for it, and he is. Here's the snap. Helcher with the shovel to Caleb Rogers to the 49. Across the 50 goes Rogers. 1st down, Union County. Caleb Rogers with his first touch of the ball game tonight picks up a 1st down on 4th and 2. That's huge.
That's a gutsy call. If that doesn't work out, then you've turned the tables in terms of momentum.
Sorry, but we've got some fire down here with the Banks County band. That's pretty impressive stuff there. 1st down and 10 now for Union County from the Banks County Leopard 49.5-yard line, and she dropped the fire. She's okay, though.
That may be fake fire.
1st and 10. The snap. Give it to Caleb Rogers running downhill. 30-yard line. Caleb Rogers off to the races. 25-20. Caleb Rogers with a gain of 30. Make it 32.
I was a little tongue-in-cheek a few minutes ago, Chris, when I said that we never carry the ball, but we don't carry it very often, and we certainly don't do a classic handoff up the middle to a little tailback. It's been a long time, but boy, Caleb delivered there.
Inside zone handoff to Rogers once more, who picks up 2 or 3. Running hard is Caleb Rogers. Maybe even picks up 4. The running back wearing number 5, his first game back in 2 weeks. Got injured on the first drive of the ball game against Pickens County. He's back in the backfield tonight, and he's splitting carries with Caden Tanner.
Surprised they went back to him after the long run. I figured he'd be tired.
He had 2 weeks off. He's just feed me the rock, Jeff. Come on.
I'm 16 years old and I haven't played in 2 weeks. Give me a break. That's exactly right, Boomer.
Gain of 4, 2nd and 6. We got a stoppage of play. And Rogers took his helmet off, so he's ineligible. He'll have to come off the field. Caden Tanner back in the backfield. And maybe I was wrong. He might be tired. 10:07 left in the 3rd quarter. Panthers up by 3. We're moving the ball. We are in the red zone on News Talk 95.1. The snap. Helcher, quarterback draw, and he got leveled. Helcher is set down. Beautiful hit there by the outside linebacker, Cam Cooper, wears 24.
Hit of the night. Cam Cooper definitely leveled our guy and then walked right over the top of him. They should have given him a flag for that.
Yeah, honestly. And honestly, I also am happy that Helcher's very athletic. He's a tough guy, and he just took a shot. But he's up. He's okay.
Yeah.
3rd down and 4 now for your Panthers. Elijah Haynes comes out onto the field at center for Alex Godinez, a.k.a. Big A. 3rd and 4 now for Union County. Ball spotted at the Banks County 13. Caden Tanner, sidecar to Helcher's right. The snap, Helcher looks right. Helcher looking end zone. Caden Tanner, the target. Is there a PI there? I guess not enough touch there, but the DB did have Caden Tanner by the collar. It was just a slight touch or, drag of the hand against his collar, but incomplete. 4th down and 4. Do you call out Kyler Robbins to try this field goal? I think you do. And we're not going to. We're saying, hey, score a touchdown here. This ball game's more than likely over, but
oh, I don't know about that.
I like the Kyler Robbins try here. We're going to go for it. Unless we can get him to jump, as that would be a 5-yard penalty. What will this hard count do from Logan Helcher? The snap, call man in motion. Helcher looking end zone, throw it up.
Got it.
Touchdown! Griffin Young, again, in a late hit. A late hit, it's thrown to the 15. Griffin Young with another toe-tapping touchdown. Number 6 is playing well tonight for that Panther offense. I think it's a late hit on Logan Helcher's part. Obviously got hit as he was thrown. He stood in there like a champion and delivered a strike to Griffin Young. And the Panthers lead 23-14 here, awaiting the extra point.
The Panthers needed somebody to stand up in the place of Keaton Shitwood, and they've got it. And Griffin Young tonight, not the guy that you would have pointed to and said he's going to be your fantasy football star for Union County tonight, but he absolutely has been.
Kyler Robbins trying to make this a 10-point ball game. The snap, the hold, the kick is up, and it is good. Panthers lead 24-14 on 95.1. We're back in 1 minute.
For over 30 years, Carter Insurance and Investments has provided the Union County area with quality and competitive products for life, health, and disability insurance, as well as Medicare supplements. As an investment advisor representative, Carter Insurance and Investments can help you build an investment plan that's best for your financial situation. To learn more, stop by and meet our friendly staff. We're located on Young Harris Street across from the post office in Blairsville.
Check out Sunrise Grocery in Blairsville. Not only the oldest business in Union County, Sunrise Grocery was also named the most charming general store in the South by Southern Living magazine. Swing by and snag some world-famous peanuts, local produce, and goods, not to mention Jason's highly sought-after photography and Jessica's homemade soaps and candles. That's Sunrise Grocery in Blairsville at 7568 Gainesville Highway, 706-745-5877.
Chris Mathis alongside Jeff Patton at the 50-yard line of the Mike Caldwell Memorial Stadium, in which the Panthers lead by 10 over Banks County, 24-14. And that late hit tacked onto the kickoff here shown by Kyler Robbins. I venture to say he's going to try to squib this one with that field position at the 45-yard line of Banks County. Here's the kick, and he's going to just boot it through the uprights. Kyler Robbins off the upright. 1 and 3 points, got 0. That's Kyler Robbins, but anyways, what a drive there by the Panthers. They score on 4th down and 4 as Helcher found his teammate, one of his good buddies, Griffin Young, for a touchdown.
Coach Perry and the offensive staff, the Riverboat Gamblers on that call. It's 4th and 4, and we throw a deep ball into the end zone. That's a tough pass and a tough catch, but give credit to everybody involved. It worked, and we're up.
I know Jason Clemens and everybody, the crew at Sunrise Grocery in Blairsville, loved that touchdown. Check them out on Facebook, Sunrise Grocery, to get a more detailed look of what they offer there on Gainesville Highway. Here's 1st and 10 now for Banks County following the Panther touchdown. High snap. Give it to Shockley, who's not had the ball in a while. Shockley working outside the numbers to the 23-yard line. Goes Shockley, number 14, chased out of bounds by number 33. The unknown man for this Panther defense, having himself a solid game, filling in for Gage Barnes. Gain of 4 for Andrew Shockley, the tailback they've worked away from. They've been down here late in that second quarter, obviously early in the third. They're trying to work that passing attack. That's why we haven't heard much of Andrew Shockley, the tailback. Gain of 4, 2nd and 6. The snap. Give it once again to the up back, who's running hard, running quick. He's got a 1st down up to the 35-yard line. Goes Kellen Wally, wrestled down by 28, Elijah Helton.
Elijah Helton saved another 20-25 yards, maybe another score. Boy, that quick little handoff up the middle has really done well for Banks County tonight.
Reminds me a lot of that Chestatee game, in which they were able to run the ball quite well in the second half, especially late in the third. And they were able to come back. Now, at no point did Union County have a 10-point lead in that ball game, so you feel pretty good right now. 1st and 10 now for the Leopard offense from their own 35-yard line. Bit of a scoring drought. They have yet to score since early in the second quarter. Here's the snap. Give it to Wally again, who's met immediately after a gain of 1, and Elijah Haynes laying the wood there for that defensive line of Union County. Gain of 1, maybe 2, with a courteous spot by the officiating crew.
That's the key, is to get these guys in a 3rd and 6, 3rd and 7, instead of, well, not that we're on 3rd down, but my point is to stop them early and put them in a long distance situation.
Gain of 2, 2nd and 8 now. This is one of those long distance situations, Jeff. It is 2nd down. We'll love to see some pressure up front. We have yet to sack the quarterback. Goes hand in hand. He's only thrown the ball maybe 6 times tonight. The snap, quarterback draw for the quarterback wearing number 2. He's going to run uphill. He's going to be met by Trace Wright, who knocks him down at the 45-yard line, but he's got the 1st down and another yard after that.
Yeah, very good call by Banks County that time. They definitely see that we are weak in the middle of the field. We'll have to adjust for that.
And we will, as we're going to put Wyatt Garrett back out there. He's more of a run stopper. Where's number 70? He's playing both sides of the ball for the first time in his life. Offensive lineman, Nose guard tonight, that's Wyatt Garrett, just a sophomore, and Coach Perry and his brother Tyler Perry think highly of this guy. Brother of former offensive guard Carson Garrett, who played 3 or 4 years ago. 1st and 10 now for Banks from their own 46. Working right to left, high snap. Miscommunication, quarterback going to keep it himself and get 4-5 as he's stretched out across midfield to the 50-yard line, actually, goes Bowen Roberts. Gain of 4. 66, Lane Lance, I believe, there to make the tackle on Roberts. 7:30 left in this third quarter. Panthers lead by 10, 24-14 on News Talk 95.1.
Was the young lady that won the homecoming queen, is that part of the Howard McCombs clan?
It is. It's his daughter, actually, Mia McCombs.
Very nice.
Congratulations, Mia. Of course, Howard, former offensive coordinator here at Union County. Here's the snap. Give it to Shockley, working outside.
Yes!
He's wrestled down. 33. Would love to know his number because
we'll just call him Larry Bird.
Larry Bird with a tackle there for that Panther defense. 33 dove at the shoestrings of their best player, arguably the best player on the field, number 14, Andrew Shockley, wrestled down for a loss of 1. What a tackle there by that linebacker filling in for Gage Barnes, who's been absent since midway through that first quarter in which he trotted off the field.
Big play here, 3rd and 11.
3rd and 11. We just talked 2 or 3 plays ago, Jeff. We need a big-time play. One of those plays in which they've got, long distance to get that first down. 3rd and 11. They need 11 yards. 44-yard line, the spot to meet. End around handoff to Shockley.
Yeah!
Wrestled down. Wilson Walker with a big-time tackle. Oh my, Wilson Walker gets up and he's amped up. Number 7, the outside linebacker, is solidified as one of the better players on this defense, just a junior.
One of the big defensive plays of the season, not just this game. Momentum is totally with the Panthers right now, Chris.
Loss of 9 on an end-around handoff to the wide receiver, number 14, Shockley, wrestled down like no tomorrow. An alligator tackle, an alligator roll, if you will, by Wilson Walker. Sets up 4th down. Banks County has it at their own 35. They're going to punt this ball away. Jensen Goebel back deep to return the speedster. Let's give him 2 or 3 blocks, and he's off for 6. Let's see. He awaits at the 30-yard line. The snap, the punt from Bowens. Bounce at the 35-yard line. He gets out of the way. I'm talking about number 12, Jensen Goebel. Ball is down at the 28-yard line. Union County takes over 1st and 10 once more. We've got a lot of juice here, whether it's the players on the field, the guys on the sidelines, the coaching staff, the fans, the press box. We're all amped up. For looks to be a great second half, as John Moon is saying. I'd be more excited if you guys checked us out on ridgelinetv.net. Simple as that. Watch this game. Of course, keep it right here on your radio dial. If you guys are classic like my buddy Ralph, who sits out on the patio, kicks back, has a few drinks, and listens to the game. So 1st down and 10 now for Union County and this Panther offense from their own 28-yard line. 5:19 left in the third quarter. We lead by 10, 24-14. We're not done yet. Give the ball to the tailback, Caleb Rogers, who's met by a wall of Leopards, a pack of Leopards. Gain of 2, maybe 3 for Caleb Rogers. Not sure Rogers had a huge run, but since then, Caden Tanner has not been in the backfield.
So the strategy is interesting here. Do we put the foot on the gas and keep flinging the ball down the field, or would we start racking up some time of possession here and keep the ball on the ground? So far, you would think the latter based on that first play.
Yeah, and you would, but obviously the Panther offense runs that up-tempo offense. I don't know. I think they're going to try to score another touchdown through the air. Here's the snap. Trace Wright calling for the ball. Logan Helcher tucks and runs up to the 35-yard line. Helcher gets to the 40. 1st down for senior quarterback number 8, Logan Helcher.
It's a great weapon to have. To have a quarterback that can do that. We didn't have that with Mancuso. We didn't really have that with Pearson Allison in the way that we had it with Cole Wright or with Logan Helcher.
Call him Houdini. That's Logan Helcher. Wears number 8, the snap. Quick pass to Jensen Goebel at the 40-yard line. Working outside the number, trying to cut upfield is Goebel to the 48-yard line. He's hit hard and helped up by number 14, Andrew Shockley of Banks County. By far their best player on both sides of the ball. 2nd and 3 now for Union County. Your Panthers trying to tack on another score. They're going to say 2nd and 4 now. Ball spotted at our 47-yard line. 4:02 left in the third. Call Rogers in motion. Wheel route. Look to Rogers. Catches it at the 43-yard line. Cuts upfield to the 49. Maybe the 50 goes Rogers. He's shy of that first down marker. We're going to face a 3rd down and very manageable. 3rd and short. Mark it off as 3rd and 2 from our own 49. It looks like we're trying to slow up the pace here, Jeff. 3rd and 2 after the gain of 9, or the gain of 8. The snap. Handoff goes to Caleb Rogers.
I think he got it, but it will be close.
And they're going to probably call out that chain gang like they did all last week at Riverside. They did it twice. That one's close. Officials will stop the play clock. And we've got a 1st down. 1st and 10 now for Union County from Banks County's 49.
They eyeballed it for us.
Huge 1st down, up by 10, late in this 3rd quarter. Panthers have really flipped a switch here on offense the last 2 weeks. Super excited to see what we can do moving forward. Here's a snap wheel route to Caleb Rogers. And not a great route immediately. He still gets the ball thrown to him, and he loses 5. That was a toughie.
Yeah,
Caleb
that's
Rogers
not
hit.
Caleb's fault. Logan
No.
threw that ball behind him a second, and it took Caleb just a extra half second to stabilize himself, and by that time it was all over.
Caleb trots off the field. Caden Rogers now in at running back. If we can get the snap off, they'd have too many men on the field, but we're not going to. 2:40 left, 3rd quarter. Panthers up 24-14. The snap, Helcher looks right, looking downfield and fires a pass down the sideline. Griffin Young at the 33-yard line. 1st down and more for Griffin Young and that Panther offense. Inside the 30 at the 29 goes Union County's offense. What a play there. What a pass from Logan Helcher.
What a night for Griffin. It's his coming out party.
2 touchdowns tonight, matches his season total. He had 2 coming into tonight's game. 4 or 5 receptions too. Here's the snap, give it to Caden Tanner. Caden Tanner follows a lead block from Big A, gets to the 25-yard line, gain of 4.5. Panthers have the juice. The go-go juice on offense, if you will. Banks County starting to look a little bit tired on defense. Our offense, bright and early, they look ready to go. The snap, give it to Caden Tanner, runs over a guy inside the 15, goes Caden Tanner. Caden Tanner down to the 13-yard line. He's got a Panther 1st down. Gain of 10. That sophomore running back wearing 17. Panthers quick to the line of scrimmage. I think we're going to throw it here on 1st and 10 with 1:59 left in this 3rd. The snap, Helcher looks left. Jensen Goebel is hit hard. He is chopped down at the 15-yard line. No gain. He's up, but yeah, a little bit gimpy as he got hit hard there low at the ankle area.
Just wasn't a good pass. It's an easy pass to throw. When he threw it at his ankles, we caught it, and by the time we straightened up, the kid took his legs out.
And Goebel, gimpy, and Eli Pugh makes his way onto the field. Yeah, Goebel got his legs taken out from up under him. We're going to take a timeout here, Jeff. We'll be back in 60 seconds on News Talk 95.1.
Broadcasts of Union County Panther football brought to you by North Georgia Golf Carts, providing a full range of sales, accessories, service, and parts.
When you combine quality products, excellent customer service, and the best prices in the area, the result is Hemp Hill Vinyl Siding and Metal Roofing. In business since 1963, Hemp Hill Vinyl Siding and Metal Roofing has served the surrounding area with a variety of home improvement supplies. Everything from vinyl siding in many colors, trim pieces, shutters, soffits, vents, and accessories. Hemp Hill Vinyl Siding and Metal Roofing, located west of Blairsville on Highway 515.
Broadcasts of Union County Panther football brought to you by Hemp Hill Vinyl Siding and Metal Roofing in Blairsville, proud sponsors of the Union County Panthers. Broadcasts of Union County Panther football brought to you by Leon's Floors, located in Blairsville, offering sales and installation of carpet, vinyl, hardwood, and tile flooring.
Panther fans, perfect timing there in the timeout. Jensen Goebel off the field, Eli Pugh in at wide receiver. And we have another stoppage in play. Michael Perry not happy with the offensive formation. He takes a timeout, ran down the field, and that's one of those burnt timeouts. Really, we had plenty of time there to talk over this play, and some way, somehow, somebody was off page as Perry talks with his quarterback, and we burned a timeout after the injury timeout, in which you hope we would have had things figured out there, Jeff.
Well, the thing I love about this drive is that we're mixing it up, run and pass, and we are erasing time off the scoreboard. I think we took this ball 6.5, 7 minutes, something like that in the third quarter, and now we're well under a minute and a half by the time we finish this drive. And if we're up 31-14 going into the fourth quarter, it's going to be tough for them to come back.
A minute 24 left in this third quarter. Banks County trying to have their biggest defensive stand of the ball game. Our offense trying to tack on 6 more as we're inside the red zone at the Leopard 15-yard line. Helcher takes the snap, dropping back, looking to his right, following a read. Checks down to Caden Tanner, incomplete. Almost caught him. Pearson Allison wearing number 17. Pass is incomplete, just short of Tanner. I think it's safe to say Helcher a little off on this drive. 3 passes that haven't been on the money by any means. But we do have a 10-point lead, so we're okay. Not hitting the panic button, but 3rd down and 11 now for the Panthers offense at Banks County's 14-yard line. Sidecar to Helcher's right, Caden Tanner. Helcher takes a snap, under pressure, trying to avoid the sack. Loses the ball at the 18-yard line, picks it up, runs with it, gets out of bounds after a gain of 3. Thank goodness that Logan Helcher is quick, he's athletic, he's able to recover the fumble, and he picks up 3 yards. And you hear Michael Perry yell field goal, and we'll call on senior kicker 82, Kyler Robbins, to try his 2nd field goal of the day. This is the first game of his career in which he has 2 field goal tries. He hit the first one from 38 yards out. Can he do this? Can he knock this one in to make it a 13-point lead? 29-yard field goal try for Kyler Robbins as the ball will be spotted at the 19-yard line. Helcher out to hold the snap. Goldinez on to snap this ball. We wait the snap, the hold, the kick, it is up, and it is good. Kyler Robbins from 29 yards out, once again, a hero in today's ball game. Union County leads 27-14. We're back after this commercial break.
Broadcasts of Union County Panther football brought to you by Kinetic TV by Windstream. Available now for Kinetic broadband users. See store for details.
Locally owned since 1980, Leon's Flooring is your full-service flooring store with the largest showroom in the area, guaranteed to save you money with over 50 years of total sales experience. The folks at Leon's Flooring are experts in ceramic tile, carpet, hardwoods, and vinyl, located at 568 Murphy Highway in Blairsville, next to the Mexican restaurant and across from Mike's Seafood. Leon's Flooring, call them today at 706-745-9433. Oh, and by the way, say hello to Diesel while you're there.
Broadcasts of Union County Panther football brought to you by the Family Medical Practice of Thomas Carisny, MD, in Blairsville, serving Union County and the Mountain area. Broadcasts of Union County Panther football brought to you by Nelson Tractor Company of Blairsville. Nelson Tractor Company has been providing value to our customers for over 60 years.
Panther fans, we're back following the 29-yard field goal from senior kicker Kyler Robbins. Here's the kickoff from Robbins. He follows it up with an encore performance of a touchback. Banks County will take over 1st and 10 from their own 20-yard line, and they're down by 13. Panthers have looked really good here tonight offensively. A couple of miscues on, a few incomplete passes. Other than that, we've been perfect tonight, Jeff, and it's been a lot of fun to watch this offense finally put 2 and 2 together, run the football well, and obviously attack the air as well with the air raid offense.
Not taking anything away from Riverside Military, but they were a JV quality team, and now we're playing a varsity team in our region, and we're handling them. And that's the best, that's the headline from tonight, is that we are going to be a worthy competitor in our region in AA.
1st and 10 now for Banks County as they trail 27-14 late in the third. Call Wally in motion. It's a handoff to Wally, trying to cut upfield. He does break through 1 tackle, get up over to the 24-yard line, make it the 25, finally brought down by Elijah Helton.
Banks is going to be hurt by the fact that they are not a good passing football team.
Yeah, they're really chewing up a lot of this clock, and when you run the ball and you try to get back to the line of scrimmage, and the guys that touch the ball, your skill players are those running backs, they're going to be gassed by the time they get back to the line of scrimmage after some time. And I'd venture to say that Bowen Roberts has maybe attempted 8 passes tonight.
I mean, they're blowing 30 seconds right here in a huddle. Now, there's plenty of time. We've got a whole quarter to go, but they're not going to be able to get away with that with about 8 minutes left in the football game.
Again, the Panthers have played well offensively. A big-time credit to our up-tempo offense, which really started to happen against Murphy a few weeks back. And that's been the story for our Panther offense midway through the season. Flag comes in late, delay of game. And again, Jeff, you talk about the 30-second huddle up, trying to figure out the play call. They get up to the line of scrimmage, and they take another 11, 12, 13 seconds. Delay a game, pushing them back 5 yards, and that does not help whatsoever.
We cannot give Banks a reason to believe, and that would be giving up a big play or, having a fumble deep in our own territory, which, invigorates them, because right now they are whip puppy.
Down to 5 seconds left in this third quarter. Clock continues to dwindle down. Will Bowen Roberts get the snap off before the end of the quarter? No, he will not. That does it for the third quarter. Panthers lead 27-14 as we enter the fourth. We'll be right back after this commercial on News Talk 95.1.
Broadcasts of Union County Panther football brought to you by Bitter Creek Market and Deli, providing the best quality of meats in the area. Located between Young Harris and Blairsville.
Constantly challenging ourselves as a college means more learning opportunities, better teaching, more innovative programs, greener facilities, a stronger community, and happier students. Every choice we've made reinforces our mission to help educate, inspire, and empower you. Young Harris College. This is the place where your future unfolds.
Broadcasts of Union County Panther football brought to you by Union County Farm Bureau, proud sponsor of Union County football and the Georgia High School Association. Union County Panther football broadcast brought to you by Carter Insurance and Investments in Blairsville, serving the area for over 30 years. Best of luck to the Panthers.
2nd and 10 now for Banks County from their own 20. Panther defense trying to key in on a big defensive stop. Here's the snap, quarterback keeper for Bowen Roberts up to the 30-yard line. We've also got some scores there, Jeff, from Garland Johnson back at the station.
Murphy going to win big over Hayesville, it looks like. Cherokee over Robbinsville. Murphy, like I said, is going to win big. They're 49-7 last time we looked.
And the third quarter. Here at this game, the game that you guys care about the most because you're listening to it, Panthers lead 27-14 at the start of this fourth quarter. Panthers trying to come out of here victorious for their first home win under direction of first-year head coach Michael Perry. Obviously comes down to that defensive line and how well we do against the run. No tailback, empty backfield, call man in motion, quarterback keeper again. Bowen Roberts is wrestled down. Lane Lance, number 66, with the first sack of the ball game. The guy is electric tonight. And Jeff, you said there in the second quarter, if we call his name another 6-7 times, we're going to win this ball game, and he's on track to do that and then some.
Yeah, if Lane Lance figures into our victory, then that's a very good thing.
Just a sophomore. Coach Michael Smithfoot excited for him. He's also a wrestler too. And he gets a fist bump up here and the sign of approval from his head coach.
Head wrestling coach.
Yeah, head wrestling. There you go. Loss of 5 on the sack. Justin Byers, the head coach, assisted by Coach Michael Smithfoot. Trips left now for Banks County's Bowen Roberts. Call man in motion. There's a flag that comes in. Another delay, false start. False start, the call against Banks County. And they continue to just take that pistol and shoot themselves in the foot.
Wheels are coming off.
They really are. You know, I was always taught as a kid, the wheels on the bus go round and round. They're starting to really just fall off of this thing. They still have 2 hanging on tightly, but the back 2 are off. The traction is no longer there. Here's the snap for Bowen Roberts, and it's a fumble at the 3-yard line. Roberts is down at the 4-yard line, and what a play. Again, that third wheel starting to wiggle off there for Banks County in this offense. Huge loss of yardage, huge loss of a down there for that Leopard offense. Bad snap. I don't think that Bowen Roberts was ready for that. He didn't even have his hand out to take the snap. 3rd and 32, according to public address announcer Spencer Mathis from Banks County's 6-yard line. How awesome would it be to get a sack here, force a fumble, pick off a pass, and take it, to the house? That would be crazy. This place would be electrifying. 3rd and 32. Banks County, what will they do? I'm calling that we're going to see a quarterback draw, and we're going to see a timeout instead. Banks County takes their first timeout of the second half with 9:37 left in this third quarter. Panthers up by 13. You feel pretty confident here, Jeff. Obviously 3rd and 32, but in terms of the score, I feel pretty confident. If we can tack on another score, I mean, I think that we have a great shot to win this ball game with ease.
The Murphy Casino has us as a 98% chance to win this football game. If we were to somehow score again, it would be 99.5.
I know a guy that's hanging out at the casino this weekend. 3rd and 32 now for Banks County as they take a timeout, try to talk some things over. 9:37 left. Again, Jensen Goebel got hurt a few drives ago on offense. He was on the sidelines for quite some time, checking to see if I can see number 12. And it looked to just be an ankle injury, so nothing major. Fortunately for Bo Webster, it did not look like a head injury. He got hurt there in the second quarter. No update on Bo, but I do not see Bo on the sidelines. MCL injury, they think. Keyword is think. We don't make any assumptions, but 9:37 left. 3rd and 32 for Banks County from their own 6-yard line. I'm calling interception on this play. I think he's going to throw this one into triple coverage. The snap. Nope, they're going to do an end around. They're going to do a flea flicker. He's going to be dropped. Safety. David Heredia. David Heredia with the sack safety, assisted by number 28, Elijah Helton. My goodness, we'll take that. I say a sack, an interception, a fumble. We take the sack, and we tack on 2 points, and we get the ball back. Panthers lead by 15, 29-14 early in this fourth quarter.
Chris, you say some of the wildest things that end up coming true. You were talking about getting a safety of all things a minute ago, and I'm just thinking, let's keep the clock moving. Son of a gun if we don't get a safety.
Last night I'm watching the Jets game, the Seahawks game. Geno Smith gets thrown in the game, goes 9-12. I say he's due for an interception. Next play, picked off. So I like my hot takes here on News Talk 95.1. 29-14, Panthers lead. David Heredia, assisted by Elijah Helton on a safety for Union County. Let me jot that down here. Panthers are electrifying, and we get the ball back. I want to score another touchdown. I'm not, content with a 15-point lead. We need to tack on another score and go up by 22.
Spencer, can you see a hot take contest between your brother and Stephen A?
Man, I don't want to be compared. Yeah, he'll blow me out of the water. Stephen A. Smith is just, he's got a job because we talk about him in Blairsville for his hot takes. That's the only reason why he's got a job.
That's right.
Here's the kickoff for Banks County. Of course, they'll have it at their 20-yard line. The ball falls off the tee. 9:30 left. Panther fans, whether you're tuned in such as Blairsville, Hiawassee, Blue Ridge, Florida, Indiana, we've got listeners everywhere. We appreciate you guys joining us here on 95.1. Here's the kickoff return. And he's tripped up there by Casper at the 34-yard line. Eli Pugh with the return, not typically a return man. Panthers take over 1st and 10 from their 34.
His teammates will give him a hard time about that good-naturedly. Eli's had a great football game, a great half season so far, and they can joke about that one because we're going to win this game going away.
29-14 following a huge safety, first safety I've seen in years for Union County. I can't recall the last time.
Really?
Can't recall, yeah.
You may be right. You may be right.
Maybe last year against, oh man. I'm going to blank now, but Rabun Gap. I think Rabun Gap, we had a pick six and a safety. That was here as well.
Look for a text from the law firm of Hunter and Krieger. They remember things like that.
1st and 10 now. Panthers have the ball following the safety. Logan Helcher awaits the snap. Give it to Caden Tanner. Caden Tanner follows a lead block. He's going to be leveled by the outside linebacker for Banks County, Kellen Wally, but not before Caden Tanner picks up 5. Starting to establish a rushing attack here. Over the last 3 weeks, I've been impressed. We've not given up either. I mean, we've had Caleb Rogers with a concussion for 2 weeks, throwing a sophomore backup quarterback. He steps up to the plate. He's played well the last 3 weeks at running back, and he picks up 5 on that last carry. 8:55 left. We're up by 15 on News Talk 95.1, working right to left. Inside zone handoff to Caden Tanner across the 40. gets 2 yards, we'll take it, any positive yardage. We also work with the clock as well. We're currently teaming up with the clock to waste some clock. Under 9 minutes left in this ball game, up by 2 scores, in which they would have to score a touchdown and a 2-point conversion on the next touchdown in order to tie things up.
We're killing about 45 seconds on every play, and that's the idea.
I've been impressed with the offensive line the last 3 weeks. They continue to get better, Jeff, and it shows tonight. Logan Helcher's been clean in the pocket all night long. I think he's gotten hit once, and it was a late hit. The snap, Helcher, quarterback draw.
Nice
Helcher
play.
running across the 50-yard line. And we feel very confident in Logan Helcher right now.
And that is the saga of Logan Helcher. He'll fumble the ball, he'll kick it around, he'll throw a bad pass, and then he makes an incredibly intuitive, sharp, and athletic play where he completely fooled the Leopard team with a misdirection, called his own number 1 straight ahead for a big first down.
We're going to have a tough time picking an athlete of the week, brought to you by Hole in the Wall, a player of the game. Griffin Young comes to mind.
Griffin Young has got to be
Logan Helcher. 1st and 10 now from Banks County's 48-yard line. We work right to left, give it to the tailback. Tanner across the 45-yard line, still trots his way forward and keeps those legs churning. Down to the 43 goes Caden Tanner. 2 5-yard carries for the sophomore running back tonight on this drive, and continues to chew up the clock. 7:26 left. And we've got a guy cramping out there at the 41-yard line, I believe, of Banks County. We'll take a 60-second timeout on News Talk 95.1. We're back after this break.
My whole business just went up in flames, but my agent was there before the fire was out. We started a plan. I've got 25 employees who could be out of a job if we didn't get this place running again. My independent agent and auto owner's insurance, they made sure we didn't skip a beat. I mean, we didn't miss a single payroll. That's incredible.
For whatever lies ahead, we're always there.
Now you can find more insurance in Blairsville on Highway 515 across the street from the Home Depot. Call 706-745-2139 for a fast and accurate quote. So your son or daughter is looking to play sports at the next level, but driving to Atlanta every day for instruction is out of the question. Finally, individual and group training has come to Blairsville. Introducing the HIT Academy inside the gym in Blairsville. You've got to see this place. Sports-specific training for the middle or high schooler or advanced lifting for all ages. It's the HIT Academy inside the gym in Blairsville on the Blue Ridge Highway. Afternoon classes are forming now. Facebook The Gym Blairsville to get started.
Back here following the Sunrise Grocery timeout at 2468 Gainesville Highway in Blairsville. Sunrise Grocery, a great store. Panthers have the ball 2nd and 5 from Banks County's 43-yard line. We need to be aware of that clock as we've had a few delay of games tonight. Here's the snap. Helcher, quarterback draw to the 40-yard line. 39-yard line goes Helcher, and a flag comes in the area of where the tackle was made. Face mask would be awesome here. And, John, that's where they legit grabbed the face mask and yanked down, in case you did not know. So, did you really not? Okay.
John wants to know if we're in the 7th inning yet.
Lucky sevens. You mentioned the 7th inning. 7 minutes left in this ball game. 29-14, Panthers lead over the Leopards in search of our 2nd victory on the year, 2nd consecutive victory. And we're going to be slowed down by a holding call against our offense, and they also had a penalty as well. I think these will offset. But penalty on both teams. Obviously, the holding call is a 10-yard penalty, but they're going to say they somewhat negate it. It'll be a 5-yard penalty against Union County. And I say that, and they move the ball marker on the far sideline. And we step back across the 50-yard line. I stand corrected. Ball spotted at our 48. Okay, there we go. Now we're marking off the penalty yardage. According to where the official's at, we've got a first down. And that's where the ref will place the ball, right there at the 37-yard line. That was a bit of a confusing call there, Jeff. I don't know if I'm the only one confused, but we've got a first down out of that. I don't know.
You're the play-by-play guy. You got to fill.
1st and 10 now. Panthers take over from the Leopard 37-yard line, up by 15, 29-14. as the clock is our best friend right now. Helcher, cool, calm, collected in the pocket at shotgun, takes the snap. Give it to Caleb Rogers, who picks up 2 yards. He's hit hard there by 78.
Caleb's been out for a couple of weeks, Chris, but in your mind, where does he fit in this offense, and what do we need from him?
I think he's more the pass-catching running back. 3 weeks ago against Chestatee, he had 7 catches, 110 yards, 2 touchdowns. Caden Tanner's more of a rushing tailback. And so far tonight, it's been a little bit vice versa. Caden Tanner has caught the ball once or twice, had a couple of good runs, and Caleb Rogers has ran the ball well too. So we went from not having a running back the first 3 weeks of the year to having, a decent rushing attack, some guys that are reliable, whether it's with their hands or with their legs. Caden Tanner, Caleb Rogers. 2nd and 9 now for your Panthers. Dressed in the gradient gray. Here's the snap. Helcher, quick pass in the flats to Griffin Young. He's had hard fumble football, and Sam Page tries to get it. Panthers will hang on to the ball. Huge hit there on Griffin Young, and he's up and okay.
They're going to call that a catch and a fumble?
But it did go out of bounds, so Panthers will recover the ball, and they'll still hang on third down.
I didn't think it was necessarily a slam dunk that he caught the ball in the first place, but they're saying he did.
Huge hit. He is, he's lucky to get up. No joke. Griffin Young, arguably a player of the game, brought to you by Hole in the Wall tonight.
And I hate to second guess, but I just hate that call. I hate that call trying to run down the clock. And you put a guy out of the backfield in a tough spot like that, catching the ball blind.
Fortunately ruled a completed catch because the clock does still, well, no, it went out of bounds. The ball went out of bounds on the fumble. So I stand corrected, 5:40 left, Panthers lead. We have the ball at the Leopards 40-yard line. Snap, Helcher, quarterback draw, running downhill, outside the numbers. Helcher fumbles the ball at the 30, picks it up inside the 25-20. He's got a first down. Logan Helcher gets a lucky bounce there. That's some home cooking by the 30-yard line as the ball bounces right back into his hands. He scrambles for another 3 yards, picks up a first down on 3rd and long.
Yeah, I like that call a lot better.
Even with the fumble, great call there, great play by Logan Helcher. Second time tonight, the ball has bounced in his favor, right back into his midst. 1st and 10 now, Union County from Banks County's 23-yard line. 5:31 left. Shotgun formation, Caleb Rogers to his right, the snap, give it to Rogers. Running up the gut goes Rogers to the 20-yard line, gain of 3.
And that's a great call. You kill 45 seconds on a play like that.
Rogers off the field. Caden Tanner checks in. We do have 2 different backs that do about the same thing. They both play similar playing styles and are effective, and we've got a Banks County guy, looked like he was faking an injury just to stop the clock. I could be wrong, as he, no joke, as soon as the official blew the whistle, he popped up. Okay, he's up. He is a little bit gimpy. He'll fall back down.
Good golly, Miss Molly, Chris, that was harsh.
It's just being honest. They do have 2 timeouts. They wasted one early in this 4th quarter. And hopefully he is okay.
I think he's hurt.
He's hurt. And with that, we're going to take a timeout. I'll talk things over with myself about that comment. And we'll be back in 60.
Broadcasts of Union County Panther football brought to you by Union County Farm Bureau, proud sponsor of Union County football and the Georgia High School Association.
Blue Ridge has a new surgical office that you can count on and trust. Union General Surgical Associates. Board-certified general surgeon Dr. Clifford Thompson has joined Union General Surgical Associates and brings over 30 years of medical experience, along with a passion and commitment for helping his patients. The office is located at 21 Kimberly Lane, Suite A in Blue Ridge. For questions or to book an appointment, please call 706-946-1910.
Union County Panther football broadcast brought to you by Carter Insurance and Investments in Blairsville. Serving the area for over 30 years. Best of luck to the Panthers. Broadcasts of Union County Panther football brought to you by C. Gregory Adams DMD. Providing family and cosmetic dentistry to the Blairsville area. Best of luck, Purple Swarm.
Perfect timing as we get back. I did talk some things over. I spoke with my agent, and he said, yeah, never again, Chris, don't make a statement like that.
Maybe your priest and not your agent.
Okay, priest makes the comment, and another Jeff Patton killer comment here on 95.1 News Talk FM. Glad that you guys have tuned in. It's 2nd down for Helcher, the snap. Give it to Caden Tanner. thrown down pretty hard at the 19-yard line, but we gain a yard and we continue to dwindle down that clock down to 4:24, up by 2 scores. And at worst, Jeff, if we still hang on to this ball, we pick up a yard or two, even if we lose a couple of yards, you've got Kyler Robbins to tack on another field goal try and make it an 18-point ball game. 3rd and 5. We have it at Banks County's 18-yard line, knocking on the door inside the Leopard red zone. We've really slowed down the tempo on offense, and you can do that when you're up by 2 scores, 29-14, with 3.5 minutes left. Helcher takes the snap, going to give it to his tailback, Caden Tanner, running downhill inside the 5-yard line, dives to the 2-yard line. Caden Tanner has a first down, and we're not content with a field goal try. We want 6 more. Caden Tanner with his best play of the night, gain of 16, the senior running back, or sophomore running back wearing number 17.
We have defeated and demoralized the Banks County Leopards in the last 18 minutes.
I think this will be a shovel pass to Caden Tanner as a reward for that big-time run on 3rd down.
Well, let's see if you're right.
Shotgun formation. Logan Helcher looks over to the sideline at his head coach, Michael Perry, offensive coordinator as well. I think I'd give it to the sophomore. Helcher takes the snap. They are going to feed it the running back, Caden Tanner, who's dragged down for a loss of 1. Not a pitch play, not a shovel pass. It's a loss of 1 on an inside zone handoff. 2nd and goal now. Panthers have it at the Banks County 3-yard line. Big time shout out to Union General Hospital, our title sponsor for 9 years now for Panther football. Been awesome to work with them over the years and obviously build that relationship with our community's health provider and all the great work that they do there in Blairsville and the surrounding area too. 2nd and goal now from Banks County's 3-yard line. Logan Helcher takes the snap, calls his own number. He's hit hard, fights through a tackle, hit hard again, and finally brought down at the 3-yard line. Helcher was popped twice.
He was spun around like a top. He didn't know if he was northeast, south, or west there for about a second.
As long as he gets up and knows the direction in which he's going back to the ball, we're okay. As Helcher...
That is a fact.
Helcher is okay. Timeout taken by Banks County. A little late, in my opinion. 2:16 left. Down by 15. I feel like on that 3rd and long situation, 3 plays ago, I would have burnt my timeout. But, you know, that's Banks County. We'll take it. On our side, up by 2 scores. Panthers have it 3rd and goal from the 4-yard line. And if we don't score a touchdown, I like to call out 82 Kyler Robbins, who just put his helmet back on at the 48-yard line. And I like to think money, 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 money for Kyler Robbins. 2 for 2 tonight, 38-yard field goal try, 28-yard field goal, or 29-yard field goal try for the senior wearing number 82. Been a lot of fun to watch him, and he wants to try and play at the next level. And if he can get the exposure in just 1 year, he has a shot. 3rd and goal for Union County from Banks County. They'll actually have it at the 3-yard line. Working right to left are your Panthers here in the 4th quarter. 2:16 remaining on the clock. Panthers getting set for next week against Elbert on the road. A big game next week. The snap. Give it to the tailback. Caden Tanner into the end zone. Beautiful read there from Logan Helcher. It was an option handoff to Caden Tanner, who punches it in 4 yards out. And the sophomore gets rewarded for his big-time 18-yard run on 3rd down just a few plays ago. Panthers tack on 6 more. 35-14. I would have never expected this lead here, Jeff, in tonight's ball game. As you said a couple of times, I thought it would be up for grabs 50-50, and Union County has really came out and ran away with this ball game.
Well, this is why I'm not a gambler or a football coach, but after the first touchdown that Banks County scored, my thought was we're going to be in for a heck of a night, and we're going to have to score 35 points to win this game. Turns out we will score 35 points, but we didn't need very many of them.
The snap is up, or the kick is up, and it's good. Panthers lead. Make it 35-14, up by 21 with 2:09 left. I'm getting slapped on by Paul McBride. We'll be right back after this commercial break.
Broadcasts of Union County Panther football brought to you by Union County Farm Bureau, proud sponsor of Union County football and the Georgia High School Association.
For years, your source for sales, parts, accessories, and service for golf carts has been North Georgia Golf Carts. Now they're at a new, more convenient location. Owner Rick Goddard and staff are there to assist you with all your golf cart needs. They sell and service all types of golf carts, from E-Z-Go to Club Car to Yamaha. And they provide pickup and delivery for any service work. That's North Georgia Golf Carts, now located east of Young Harris near the intersection of U.S. Highway 76 and State Highway 17 North.
Union County Panther football broadcast brought to you by Carter Insurance and Investments in Blairsville. Serving the area for over 30 years. Best of luck to the Panthers. Broadcasts of Union County Panther football brought to you by C. Gregory Adams DMD. Providing family and cosmetic dentistry to the Blairsville area. Best of luck, Purple Swarm.
Chris Mathis, Jeff Patton here on 95.1 FM, the home of Union County Panther football each and every Friday night. We lead 36-14 following a 4-yard touchdown run from Caden Tanner. His 4th touchdown on the year. Here's the kickoff from Kyler Robbins near the 2-yard line, returnable by Shockley. Shockley's going to take this thing out. He's running full steam ahead of the 20-yard line, cuts inside a few tackles and gets to the 27-yard line. A flag is thrown at the 34-yard line. Panthers have played well tonight. We're getting ready for next week, obviously, Jeff. Got a little bit of a road trip for myself as we head to Elbert County for our 3rd region game of the year.
In my 9 years of doing Union County football, that's got to be one of the greatest wins we've ever had. Was the 1-point victory back in 17, might have been 18, but I think it was 17, where we came back from the dead, scored a 2-point conversion with almost no time left, and solidified ourselves as a home playoff team that year.
Iconic call, memorable call. There was a Sawyer Drake 2-point conversion, if I recall correctly. There was an awesome call by Brian Allison. Not typical of Coach Allison. I think that's why we were able to score.
And even better play-by-play call from Jeff Patton.
Yeah, absolutely, yeah. So, 1st and 10 now for Banks County in this offense from their own 15-yard line. 2 minutes left. 36-14, Panthers lead. Bowen Roberts, the quarterback, trying to work some magic here and maybe score one more, but I doubt it. The snap, Roberts looking to his left, trying to load a deep ball down the field. It's a lollipop for the outside receiver and complete. Great coverage there by Wilson Walker, who's a linebacker keeping up with their outside receiver.
I've got to do some research and some preparation on Elbert County. Traditionally a good program, but not a program that is leapfrogged ahead of us by leaps and bounds, to use a very awkward phrase. So I feel like that, we ought to be in there with them next week.
Yeah, they're 0-1 in Region 2, so that helps. We'll go in 2-0. We'll see how things turn out for them tonight. But another update, Commerce is up over Towns 28-20. Here's the snap. Bowen Roberts looking to his left, unloads a pass in the flats, and just shy of his intended target, Shockley. Shockley was wide open, and he was quick enough where if he caught that, he had to get past one guy named Eli Pugh. And he would have had real estate like Bill and Cindy Daves. A minute 46 left, Panther fans. We're almost about to say that we come away with our first home victory of the year, first home victory for Michael Perry. What a game on News Talk 95.1 FM. 3rd and 10, Bowen Roberts still trying to complete a pass. It's been a little while, probably a quarter or so. Roberts takes the snap, rolling to his right, looking downfield, quick check down pass to Shockley. Shockley works outside the numbers. He's having himself a great ball game tonight, number 14. And,
you're right, he's their best player.
He is their best player. Michael Perry told you in the interview, hey, watch out for 14, very good. In fact, they have a history. He actually played for Michael Perry at East Hall. So you saw after the play, he was hit out of bounds. Michael Perry went over there and slapped him on the helmet. Good play. Picks up a first down. 1st and 10 now for Banks from their 31. The snap, Roberts looking to his left, trying to plant his feet. No, he's going to throw on a run, find an open receiver, and it's Shockley running down the sidelines inside the 40, out of bounds at the 35. This guy, yeah, he's good. And another first down, back-to-back plays there for Shockley, wearing number 14. A minute 27 seconds until we're victorious. Panther fans starting to clear. I'm going to call you guys out. I think that's a little bit disrespectful. We've only won 2 games. You know, let's sit here. It's not like we're 10-0.
There's heat in the press box. There's not in the stands.
1st and 10 Banks County has it from Union County's 32-yard line. The snap. Roberts on the roll, looking to his right. Pass is incomplete, intended for number 3, Kane Griffith. Again, that secondary's played well tonight, really has, and the entire defensive unit has played well. Really not sure of, what the true flaw was in this game, if any, for Union.
We made one really dumb offsides on a 4th down that cost us. Other than that, we really haven't done anything that you would be angry at.
A minute 22, the snap. Roberts under pressure. He's going to be dropped by Lane Lance. No, he's not. Take a shot into the end zone. Open target, lays out for it. And complete. Great effort there by the wideout wearing number 3. That's Griffith again. 3rd and 10. Banks County down by 22 points, 36-14, late in this 4th quarter. Ball game is over. They're playing for pride right now. And I am totally looking in the direction of Shockley, number 14, if I'm, Bowen Roberts of Banks County.
We have definitely had Banks County's number over the years, haven't we?
The last time they played here, Union County won 63, I want to say 14 or 7, and we've won the last 2 road games as well, Jeff. Here's the snap. Roberts under pressure, evading the sack, looks downfield, throw it up, heaves it up, almost intercepted by Trace Wright, and complete. And Trace Wright continues to have himself a solid game. 70-yard touchdown score, fumble recovery, several big hits, and a pass deflection there. 1:06 left, 4th down and 10. The Leopards working left to right on your radio dial on News Talk 95.1.
Gotta love Trace Wright. He gave it out tonight.
Yeah, he played very well, and his dad, Shane Wright, stands right in front of me. He got me my first announcing gig with Union County Rec Department when I was 14 years old. So shout out to Shane and shout out to Jeff Patton for getting me on the radio a couple of years later.
Is that a good gig, doing play-by-play for rec ball?
Yeah, it helped out for sure. 4th and 10, here's the snap. Bowen Roberts under pressure from all angles. Almost tripped up, heaves a deep ball. It's almost intercepted. It's caught inside the 5-yard line. Great play there by the receiver.
It's going to come back.
Yeah,
There's
flag. Holding for sure. Either way, what a snag there.
Yeah.
That's a beautiful catch by number 3, Griffith. And I missed the signal, but it is against Banks County. Flag was thrown at the 36-yard line. 55 seconds until we're victorious once more. Again, I don't know if it'd be premature to pick our hole-in-the-wall player of the game, Jeff, but we're going to let you have the honors of doing this for the 2nd consecutive week. Last week, Keaton Chitwood, wide receiver. Who do you have tonight, Jeff?
Ain't no kidding. It's got to be Griffin.
Griffin Young, 2 touchdowns, several key conversions on 3rd down. He's played very well. 2 touchdowns, one went 15 yards, the other, I believe, was a 12-yard score. And practically toe-tapping touchdowns in the back of the end zone. Beautiful balls from Logan Helcher. Again, Griffin Young, the hole-in-the-wall player of the ball game. Check out Hole in the Wall on the square in Blairsville. Let's see, I think they're open starting at 7 a.m. tomorrow. They're open 7 a.m. to 4 p.m. All-day breakfast right there on the square at the Hole in the Wall in Blairsville. 4th and long. Bowen Roberts takes the snap from his own 49 under pressure, working outside the numbers, throws it in the flats. Pass is caught by Shockley at the 25.
It's short, and that's going to do it.
29-yard gain there for Shockley. Elijah Helton tackles the receiver, and that will do it. 45 seconds left. Panthers will have the ball. Garland mentions the score. Garland, what was that? I believe it was Commerce 28.
You've got Commerce 28-20 over Towns.
That's right. That's the final score.
You had a shovel in the face of Towns County, but they're still out there fighting the Indians.
Just got a text over the phone lines, over the hotline, if you will. It's Logan Helcher's 18th birthday on Sunday. So played a heck of a ball game. Happy early birthday to Logan Helcher, who turns 18 on Sunday.
Does he get free horseback riding at Brasstown Valley?
If he calls in, maybe if he got player of the game. Here's the snap, and we're going to kneel this one out. It's Logan Helcher with the flap jacket, of course, unstrapped as he's victorious tonight. 37 seconds left in this ball game. Panthers will trot off the field 36-14, what a game. And oh my goodness, very exciting here in Blairsville at Mike Caldwell Memorial Stadium. The crowd has been electrifying as you guys make your way back into the car from the game. Just want to shout you guys out. You guys were awesome tonight with crowd noise and definitely served as that 12th man. Panthers win 36-14. Prematurely announcing that with 6 seconds left on the scoreboard. Continues to dwindle down. Big time shout out to our title sponsor, Union General Hospital, for all the great work that they do. Shout out to Spry Family Dry Cleaners, our halftime show. Sunrise Grocery in Blairsville. Brasstown Pharmacy Drug and Gun celebrating 20 years this year. And Hole in the Wall Restaurant on the square of Blairsville as they nominated, and Jeff Patton, station owner, nominated Griffin Young, the receiver wearing number 6, as your player of the game, brought to you by Hole in the Wall. Jeff, any final thoughts on this key win at home?
45 minutes ago, it was 17-14 coming out for the third quarter, and I really thought it was a coin flip as to who would win this football game, and we really showed Banks County that we were in better shape, that we were better disciplined, and that we had better players.
36-14 the final score. The Panthers win convincingly here on News Talk 95.1 FM, RidgelineTV.net, WJRBradio.com. We do appreciate each and every one of you guys. John Moon behind the camera makes this thing possible, does a great job. I feel like Sports Center right now. Thank you guys for tuning in. Shout out to Garland Johnson back at the station for all the great work that he does too. As always, thank you guys for tuning in. Catch you same place, same time next week in Elbert.